local business partners. Using our free Google Business Optimization, we will work with you to make sure that when someone is looking for your goods and services, they can find you. Contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Eagle offers a wide variety of fun, interactive contests and allows listeners and readers to win big prizes. And those contests also can help businesses craft their marketing plans, reach new audiences, and send coupons and other messaging via our email services. To find out more or to get started, contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
97% of consumers go online to find and research local businesses. Your website is your #1 marketing asset. Is your website due for an upgrade? Are you relying on Facebook to deliver customers to your door? Eagle Web Development offers affordable, fast, and mobile-friendly websites for our business partners. For more information, go to eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Facebook is the leading social media platform used by almost 2/3 of all internet users. Eagle's team of social media experts will craft a custom campaign targeting exactly who you want to reach when you want to reach them. Let Eagle help you unlock the power of social media today.
With news outlets in 9 communities in 3 states, the Post News Network offers a place for readers to become informed and for advertisers to get their message out. Nearly 9 million devices landed on Eagle's Post sites in the first half of 2020, an audience that grows every month. For more information on how to advertise on the Post News Network, email marketing@eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Did you know 90% of consumers who do a local search on their smartphone visit or call a store within a day? Eagle can help those consumers find you, our local business partners. Using our free Google Business Optimization, we will work with you to make sure that when someone is looking for your goods and services, they can find you. Contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Eagle offers a wide variety of fun, interactive contests and allows listeners and readers to win big prizes. And those contests also can help businesses craft their marketing plans, reach new audiences, and send coupons and other messaging via our email services. To find out more or to get started, contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
97% of consumers go online to find and research local businesses. Your website is your #1 marketing asset. Is your website due for an upgrade? Are you relying on Facebook to deliver customers to your door? Eagle Web Development offers affordable, fast, and mobile-friendly websites for our business partners. For more information, go to eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Facebook is the leading social media platform used by almost 2/3 of all internet users. Eagle's team of social media experts will craft a custom campaign targeting exactly who you want to reach when you want to reach them. Let Eagle help you unlock the power of social media today.
With news outlets in 9 communities in 3 states, the Post News Network offers a place for readers to become informed and for advertisers to get their message out. Nearly 9 million devices landed on Eagle's Post sites in the first half of 2020, an audience that grows every month. For more information on how to advertise on the Post News Network, email marketing@eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Did you know 90% of consumers who do a local search on their smartphone visit or call a store within a day? Eagle can help those consumers find you, our local business partners. Using our free Google Business Optimization, we will work with you to make sure that when someone is looking for your goods and services, they can find you. Contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard. heard, be seen, get results.
Eagle offers a wide variety of fun, interactive contests and allows listeners and readers to win big prizes. And those contests also can help businesses craft their marketing plans, reach new audiences, and send coupons and other messaging via our email services. To find out more or to get started, contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
97% of consumers go online to find and research local businesses. Your website is your #1 marketing asset. Is your website due for an upgrade? Are you relying on Facebook to deliver customers to your door? Eagle Web Development offers affordable, fast, and mobile-friendly websites for our business partners. For more information, go to eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Facebook is the leading social media platform used by almost 2/3 of all internet users. Eagle's team of social media experts will craft a custom campaign targeting exactly who you want to reach when you want to reach them. Let Eagle help you unlock the power of social media today.
With news outlets in 9 communities in 3 states, the Post News Network offers a place for readers to become informed and for advertisers to get their message out. Nearly 9 million devices landed on Eagle's Post sites in the first half of 2020, an audience that grows every month. For more information on how to advertise on the Post News Network, email marketing@eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Did you know 90% of consumers who do a local search on their smartphone visit or call a store within a day? Eagle can help those consumers find you, our local business partners. Using our free Google Business Optimization, we will work with you to make sure that when someone is looking for your goods and services, they can find you. Contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Eagle offers a wide variety of fun, interactive contests and allows listeners and readers to win big prizes. And those contests also can help businesses craft their marketing plans, reach new audiences, and send coupons and other messaging via our email services. To find out more or to get started, contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
97% of consumers go online to find and research local businesses. Your website is your #1 marketing asset. Is your website due for an upgrade? Are you relying on Facebook to deliver customers to your door? Eagle Web Development offers affordable, fast, and mobile-friendly websites for our business partners. For more information, go to eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Facebook is the leading social media platform used by almost 2/3 of all internet users. Eagle's team of social media experts will craft a custom campaign targeting exactly who you want to reach when you want to reach them. Let Eagle help you unlock the power of social media today.
With news outlets in 9 communities in 3 states, the Post News Network offers a place for readers to become informed and for advertisers to get their message out. Nearly 9 million devices landed on Eagle's Post sites in the first half of 2020, an audience that grows every month. For more information on how to advertise on the Post News Network, email marketing@eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Did you know 90% of consumers who do a local search on their smartphone visit or call a store within a day? Eagle can help those consumers find you, our local business partners. Using our free Google Business Optimization, we will work with you to make sure that when someone is looking for your goods and services, they can find you. Contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Eagle offers a wide variety of fun, interactive contests and allows listeners and readers to win big prizes. And those contests also can help businesses craft their marketing plans, reach new audiences, and send coupons and other messaging via our email services. To find out more or to get started, contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
97% of consumers go online to find and research local businesses. Your website is your #1 marketing asset. Is your website due for an upgrade? Are you relying on Facebook to deliver customers to your door? Eagle Web Development offers affordable, fast, and mobile-friendly websites for our business partners. For more information, go to eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Facebook is the leading social media platform used by almost 2/3 of all internet users. Eagle's team of social media experts will craft a custom campaign targeting exactly who you want to reach when you want to reach them. Let Eagle help you unlock the power of social media today.
With news outlets in 9 communities in 3 states, the Post News Network offers a place for readers to become informed and for advertisers to get their message out. Nearly 9 million devices landed on Eagle's Post sites in the first half of 2020, an audience that grows every month. For more information on how to advertise on the Post News Network, email marketing@eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Did you know 90% of consumers who do a local search on their smartphone visit or call a store within a day? Eagle can help those consumers find you, our local business partners. Using our free Google Business Optimization, we will work with you to make sure that when someone is looking for your goods and services, they can find you. Contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Eagle offers a wide variety of fun, interactive contests and allows listeners and readers to win big prizes. And those contests also can help businesses craft their marketing plans, reach new audiences, and send coupons and other messaging via our email services. To find out more or to get started, contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
97% of consumers go online to find and research local businesses. Your website is your #1 marketing asset. Is your website due for an upgrade? Are you relying on Facebook to deliver customers to your door? Eagle Web Development offers affordable, fast, and mobile-friendly websites for our business partners. For more information, go to eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Facebook is the leading social media platform used by almost 2/3 of all internet users. Eagle's team of social media experts will craft a custom campaign targeting exactly who you want to reach when you want to reach them. Let Eagle help you unlock the power of social media today.
With news outlets in 9 communities in 3 states, the Post News Network offers a place for readers to become informed and for advertisers to get their message out. Nearly 9 million devices landed on Eagle's Post sites in the first half of 2020, an audience that grows every month. For more information on how to advertise on the Post News Network, email marketing@eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Did you know 90% of consumers who do a local search on their smartphone visit or call a store within a day? Eagle can help those consumers find you, our local business partners. Using our free Google Business Optimization, we will work with you to make sure that when someone is looking for your goods and services, they can find you. Contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Eagle offers a wide variety of fun, interactive contests and allows listeners and readers to win big prizes. And those contests also can help businesses craft their marketing plans, reach new audiences, and send coupons and other messaging via our email services. To find out more or to get started, contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
97% of consumers go online to find and research local businesses. Your website is your #1 marketing asset. Is your website due for an upgrade? Are you relying on Facebook to deliver customers to your door? Eagle Web Development offers affordable, fast, and mobile-friendly websites for our business partners. For more information, go to eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Facebook is the leading social media platform used by almost 2/3 of all internet users. Eagle's team of social media experts will craft a custom campaign targeting exactly who you want to reach when you want to reach them. Let Eagle help you unlock the power of social media today.
With news outlets in 9 communities in 3 states, the Post News Network offers a place for readers to become informed and for advertisers to get their message out. Nearly 9 million devices landed on Eagle's Post sites in the first half of 2020, an audience that grows every month. For more information on how to advertise on the Post News Network, email marketing@eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Did you know 90% of consumers who do a local search on their smartphone visit or call a store within a day? Eagle can help those consumers find you, our local business partners. Using our free Google Business Optimization, we will work with you to make sure that when someone is looking for your goods and services, they can find you. Contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Eagle offers a wide variety of fun, interactive contests and allows listeners and readers to win big prizes. And those contests also can help businesses craft their marketing plans, reach new audiences, and send coupons and other messaging via our email services. To find out more or to get started, contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
97% of consumers go online to find and research local businesses. Your website is your #1 marketing asset. Is your website due for an upgrade? Are you relying on Facebook to deliver customers to your door? Eagle Web Development offers affordable, fast, and mobile-friendly websites for our business partners. For more information, go to eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Facebook is the leading social media platform used by almost 2/3 of all internet users. Eagle's team of social media experts will craft a custom campaign targeting exactly who you want to reach when you want to reach them. Let Eagle help you unlock the power of social media today.
With news outlets in 9 communities in 3 states, the Post News Network offers a place for readers to become informed and for advertisers to get their message out. Nearly 9 million devices landed on Eagle's Post sites in the first half of 2020, an audience that grows every month. For more information on how to advertise on the Post News Network, email marketing@eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Did you know 90% of consumers who do a local search on their smartphone visit or call a store within a day? Eagle can help those consumers find you, our local business partners. Using our free Google Business Optimization, we will work with you to make sure that when someone is looking for your goods and services, they can find you. Contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Eagle offers a wide variety of fun, interactive contests and allows listeners and readers to win big prizes. And those contests also can help businesses craft their marketing plans, reach new audiences, and send coupons and other messaging via our email services. To find out more or to get started, contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
97% of consumers go online to find and research local businesses. Your website is your #1 marketing asset. Is your website due for an upgrade? Are you relying on Facebook to deliver customers to your door? Eagle Web Development offers affordable, fast, and mobile-friendly websites for our business partners. For more information, go to eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Facebook is the leading social media platform used by almost 2/3 of all internet users. Eagle's team of social media experts will craft a custom campaign targeting exactly who you want to reach when you want to reach them. Let Eagle help you unlock the power of social media today.
With news outlets in 9 communities in 3 states, the Post News Network offers a place for readers to become informed and for advertisers to get their message out. Nearly 9 million devices landed on Eagle's Post sites in the first half of 2020, an audience that grows every month. For more information on how to advertise on the Post News Network, email marketing@eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Did you know 90% of consumers who do a local search on their smartphone visit or call a store within a day? Eagle can help those consumers find you, our local business partners. Using our free Google Business Optimization, we will work with you to make sure that when someone is looking for your goods and services, they can find you. Contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Eagle offers a wide variety of fun, interactive contests and allows listeners and readers to win big prizes. And those contests also can help businesses craft their marketing plans, reach new audiences, and send coupons and other messaging via our email services. To find out more or to get started, contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
97% of consumers go online to find and research local businesses. Your website is your #1 marketing asset. Is your website due for an upgrade? Are you relying on Facebook to deliver customers to your door? Eagle Web Development offers affordable, fast, and mobile-friendly websites for our business partners. For more information, go to eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Facebook is the leading social media platform used by almost 2/3 of all internet users. Eagle's team of social media experts will craft a custom campaign targeting exactly who you want to reach when you want to reach them. Let Eagle help you unlock the power of social media today.
With news outlets in 9 communities in 3 states, the Post News Network offers a place for readers to become informed and for advertisers to get their message out. Nearly 9 million devices landed on Eagle's Post sites in the first half of 2020, an audience that grows every month. For more information on how to advertise on the Post News Network, email marketing@eagleradio.net. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Did you know 90% of consumers who do a local search on their smartphone visit or call a store within a day? Eagle can help those consumers find you, our local business partners. Using our free Google Business Optimization, we will work with you to make sure that when someone is looking for your goods and services, they can find you. Contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen, get results.
Eagle offers a wide variety of fun, interactive contests and allows listeners and readers to win big prizes. And those contests also can help businesses craft their marketing plans, reach new audiences, and send coupons and other messaging via our email services. To find out more or to get started, contact your local Eagle representative today. Eagle Radio, online, creative. Be heard, be seen.
Pregame, how Brielle Patochik's been in a slump, but she kind of broke out in that after getting some more playing time, getting comfortable on this field. But in just the defense is really where Saline is excelling really well. Avery Castleman has been struggling shooting the ball, but her defense has been really tremendous. And I just really like the way she's playing the defensive side.
Carson Slagener led the way. She hit 20, one of the rare times she's done that this season. Remember, last year as a sophomore, Carson hit at least 20 points 10 different times during the season. As you talked about, Brielle Potocik had a breakout game, 10 points, a new career high, all in the second half. A dozen off the bench for Lexi Jacobson as she continues to score in double digits. Half a dozen points for Maddie Harris and Mallory Pearson, and a free throw for Elena Yanakopoulos, who is probably the big question mark tonight for Southeast of Saline. Elena exited that Beloit game on Tuesday early with an ankle injury. We understand she will go. She will start tonight, but I think the question for one of the mainstay starters of Southeast of Saline, Elena Yanakopoulos, has started all 16 games for the Lady Trojans, is her health, especially now that we are in the stretch run.
And that's just where, if you had a breakout game like here where they go out to 9-0 lead, get her out early, get her some rest to just not chance that left ankle injury or right ankle, whatever one it is, just where you don't have the chance it. With her on the bench, it'd be nice to be able to have her get some rest with only a day off, really, from Wednesday night.
Southeast of Saline in town to renew the rivalry with the Minneapolis Lady Lions. We'll look closer at the Lady Lions from Minneapolis. When we come back, we're getting you ready for the start of this one. It's Countdown to Tip-Off. It's brought to you by Comfort Heating and Air right here on KINA.
For years, Comfort Heating and Air has installed home air purifiers that help reduce dust, pollen, and pet dander, helping with allergies and making your home a healthier place. But did you know we also carry a full line of indoor air quality products to protect your home or business against airborne bacteria and viruses? In fact, our systems are proven over 99% successful to reduce the COVID-19 virus in just 30 minutes and start at just $499. Finance and easy pay options available. Make your home the safest place it can be with proven clean air technology from Comfort Heating and Air, the company that cares.
Saline Septic Services provides septic services including septic tank installation, inspection, and repair. In addition to professional septic tank services, we also provide portable restroom rentals. We have many options available, including his and hers portable restrooms and hand washing sinks. Setup, service, and removal are all part of our rentals. Whether you project a long-term construction job or a family gathering, we guarantee a clean porta potty. Find us today at SalinaSepticService.com, proudly supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Loose ball on the floor, the referee signals jump ball, and the Trojans will gain the possession.
Hi, it's Lynelle Garrettson with SalinaHomes.com. The real estate game can be a lot like basketball when you need to get the jump on the competition. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing, downsizing, or investing in rentals, commercial buildings, or delving into land or real property, I have the knowledge and the desire to help you get the jump on your real estate needs. Buy or sell, call Lynelle at SalinaHomes.com.
At United Capital Management of Kansas, Inc., we have seen communities come together and businesses using creativity and ingenuity to not only survive during uncertainty, but thrive. At United Capital Management, we have a positive outlook for 2021 and look forward to assisting you with your financial plan. Our new location is 227 North Santa Fe in downtown Salina. Call United Capital Management today to schedule a meeting over the phone, on Zoom, or in person. 785-823-7900. Or visit our website, ucmofkansas.com.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here on Pregame, brought to you by Comfort Heating and Air, locations in Salina and Clay Center. It's cold. You may need Comfort Heating and Air. Make sure you keep their website and phone number close by, especially through the weekend coming up. Understand it's supposed to be cold all the way through Monday at least. And when I say cold, I'm talking like wind chills in the negative 40s. I mean, just ridiculous. Zero temperature. The wind's supposed to blow. We're supposed to get some snow. So call Comfort Heating there if you need them. They're the company that cares, with locations in Salina and Clay Center, SalinaComfort.com. Minneapolis, the opponent tonight for Southeast of Saline here on the road. Minneapolis will host Southeast with a 500 record at 8-8. The impressive thing about the Lady Lions, Jathan, and we knew this was coming from Minneapolis, they always have a tendency to maybe get some unexperienced players on the floor to start the season. But by the time they hit the midway point, Brian Weatherman always has his group playing well. And that's the case with these Lady Lions in this year. 8-8 now on the season. They have won 6 of their last 8 games. And this Minneapolis team looks to propose a bigger challenge to Southeast of Saline than what they did earlier this season.
And you got to consider where they probably started, had a couple of COVID cases too, where they didn't get in some games, and where we've been fortunate to have our games, and now they're starting to get back up to gameplay with the amount of games. So just more experience is always going to be tougher when you get girls that work with other, and coaches find out the right suit to put in to make it a game for them. And they seem like they excelled pretty well here in the second half.
This Minneapolis team also 4-2 in the NCAA. They're the closest team to Southeast of Saline as far as the top spot goes. Southeast still 6-0. They're perfect. Minneapolis at 4-2, though. They're trying to stay in that second spot along with Sacred Heart. So they will do everything they can tonight to make that happen. When we come back, countdown to tip-off continues. We'll have starters for you and the tip. We're 2 minutes away from that right here on KINA.
Furnace breakdowns never happen at a good time. Don't be caught off guard by the freezing temps ahead. Call Comfort Heating and Air now to make sure your furnace is ready. We sell American-made York products manufactured right here in the Midwest, so you'll get fast, friendly service without the wait. You can rely on the company that cares, Comfort Heating and Air.
You can rely on the company that cares. We're Comfort Heating and Air.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
Get the advantage this preseason with Can-Equip Service Advantage. Their preseason readiness optimization program saves you money and is backed by genuine Case IH parts and service. Inspection savings, labor discounts, priority service, special financing, extended warranties, and volume discounts now through December 31st. Get Case IH and Can-Equip on your team by scheduling your equipment today. Call or visit Can-Equip in Salina.
You're telling me your driver turns you on remotely?
It feels so good. One gentle touch of a handy remote or mobile app and my motor is running. And don't fret, my little pickup pal. New Image Audio installs these inside trucks too.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want it when the winter chill hits. A remote start from New Image Audio for cars, trucks, even diesels. All systems remote and cell phone capable. Nationwide coverage. Get yours at New Image Audio on South Broadway.
In Salina.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back just about ready for the starting lineups and the tip of this one. NCAA contest between the Minneapolis Lady Lions and the Southeast of Saline Lady Trojans. Let's first set your starters for Minneapolis. They're 8-8 on this season, 4-2 in league play under the direction of Brian Weatherman. This team has won 6 of their last 8 games. Elena Kosar is in the starting lineup. She's a 5'8 sophomore, averaging 7 points a game, also 2.5 rebounds. She had a career high against Southeast of Saline back on January 8th of 13 points. Cameron Cleveland, a 5'8 junior, averaging 12 points a game. She's the team's leading scorer. Cleveland also grabs 3.5 rebounds per contest. Peyton Smith, a 5'6 senior, averages 2.5 points, 2.5 rebounds per game. Courtney Forte, the girl that could be a problem for Southeast of Saline, 5'9 senior, averages 9 points and also grabs 13 rebounds. She had 26 points against Southeast of Saline last season. And Maddie Lang, a 5'8 senior, averaging 3 points, 3.5 rebounds a game for the Minneapolis Lions. Southeast of Saline, the visitors, under the direction of Shauna Smith, will start. Carson Slazener, the 5'7 junior, leads the team in scoring, rebounding, and assists. 14 points a game, 5.5 rebounds, and 3 assists per contest. Elena Yanakopoulos, the 5'7 junior, leads the team in steals. She also gets 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists per game. Maddie Harris, a 5'5 freshman, averages 8 points a game, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. Along with Mallory Pearson, she leads the team in offensive rebounding. Pearson, a 5'6 junior, gets 4.5 points a game, 4.5 rebounds, and an assist per contest. And Avery Castleman rounds out the starting 5. The 5'7 sophomore averages 3.5 points a game, 2 rebounds, and an assist per contest. Jathan? New Image Audio, keys to success tonight here as the Southeast of Saline Lady Trojans on the road against Minneapolis.
Just to keep their consistency going and then pressure defense, and then just find a way to get pass the ball around and get the shots open to where they can knock them down like they were Tuesday night. But trying to keep their defense under control would be a good one here against Minneapolis, who seems like they're on an uptick.
January 8th, this meeting featured 2 teams with losing records back then. Can you believe that? Just a month ago, Southeast came into this game 2-3. Minneapolis came in at 2-4. Southeast got the victory 55-30. They got off to a good start, led 19-7 at the end of the first quarter after starting on a 13-0 run. Leading scorer that night for Southeast of Saline was Carson Slazner with 24 points. Ready to inbound, Southeast of Saline in their road purple jerseys, trimmed in white and black. Minneapolis in their home whites. A patriotic scheme with red, white, and blue as Maddie Harris goes down the right-hand sideline. She lost the basketball. Thought it went off of a Minneapolis player, and the official says, nope, we're going the other way. That's a turnover on the Lady Trojans.
Kind of a tough break there. First possession, quick turnover, 10 seconds in the game.
Full court pressure now by Southeast of Saline. See if they can turn over the Lady Lions and get some defense to offense going here. They forced Minneapolis into 25 turnovers in meeting number 1 this year. Forte up top. You don't worry about her out there. She's 3 feet behind the three-point line. It's inside. You need to have a worry. Here's a cutter going through the offense for Minneapolis. It's Elena Coatsart. Her shot is up no good. Back the other way. It comes Southeast of Saline. Slazner was open underneath the bucket momentarily. Now they play it to Harris. Over to Slazner. Carson throws it underneath the rim and turns it over again. 2 turnovers for Southeast. Up the floor, an unintended Lady Lion is going to be able to score off the window. That's Maddie Lang for the first 2 of the game.
Southeast Saline not get back on the defense. Kind of just walking back because she was the only one down there 10 feet away, was the closest Southeast person.
Safety didn't return back on defense that time for Southeast. Maddie Harris has it now. She'll drive, collect the defense. Now play it back along the baseline on the left-hand side to Avery Castleman. 4 guards out around the perimeter right now for the Lady Trojans. Ends up with Slazner. Now back to Castleman. She'll drive, get around a defender, another extra dribble, and get to the rim and score. Avery Castleman needs more of that in her game. That was a beautiful drive there by the sophomore, and she has tied this game at 2.
Nice way for Sally Saline to settle down their offense without getting a turnover and getting 2 points on the board.
Minneapolis dealing with the pressure from Southeast of Saline. We are tied at 2 apiece. 6:26 left to go here in this game. Glad you could join us on KINA. Or also live stream video with the radio broadcast meshed together on SalinaPost.com. Inside, another shot by Minneapolis is up and good on the right-hand side of the basket. Peyton Smith scores this unattended, and Shauna Smith doesn't like what she sees with her defense, and she calls a timeout. 30 seconds on a timeout. 6:16 left to go here in the first quarter. Minneapolis leads at 4-2 on KINA.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan sports program.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
Out of the timeout, Castleman on offense for Southeast of Saline gets to the lane. Her runner off the backboard, off the rim, and no good. And now the basketball out of bounds. And it will stay with Minneapolis. Minneapolis lost it right in front of their own bench. Maggie Shoup, the 5'7" freshman, will inbound it into the game here early on for the Lions of Minneapolis. She plays it to Cameron Cleveland. Cleveland over now, left-hand side to Shoup. Shoup being checked defensively by Carson Slazner. Over in the corner now they go to Peyton Smith. Back in, high post entry, and a traveling violation is going to be whistled here against Elena Coatsart for the first Minneapolis turnover of the night.
Southeast went to a 1-3-1 half-court zone there, settled back into a 1-3-1. Way to change up the defense here after a timeout.
Castleman with the ball, top of the circle. She swings it to the right-hand side. Maddie Harris now backdoor cut through the paint. Slazner had her arm grabbed. She went up, can't score, but she will go to the free throw line and try to complete the free throws as Carson Slazner right down the middle of the lane. The first foul of the game goes against Minneapolis.
Fouls on Maggie Shoup, her first personal foul, but great look there by Maddie Harris finally cutting. Slazner almost had the end-one opportunity as she makes the first free throw.
5:32 left to go. Free throw up and good. Slazner's first point of the game. She will have another attempt coming up here. Also good. We are back tied at 4 apiece. Full court pressure once again here for Southeast of Saline. They get it into Coatsart. Now back in the middle of the floor to the inbounder Peyton Smith. Swing it left. Now back looking towards the middle once again. Stuck momentarily was Maggie Shoup, but she gets it in the hands of Peyton Smith. Now over in front of the Southeast of Saline bench, Elena Coatsart has it. Between the circles now, way out high is Courtney Forte. Forte can be a terror inside against Southeast of Saline, this undersized team, So far we've seen her with the basketball out amongst the three-point line. And just as I say that, she sneaks in for an offensive rebound and is fouled over the back.
Just nobody was boxing her out as she had great position there on Avery Castleman. And that foul's going to be on Avery Castleman, her first personal foul for Southeast.
Castleman with the first foul of the game for Southeast of Saline. Into the game for Minneapolis returning will be Maddie Lang. Avery Castleman will check out of the contest. In for Southeast of Saline, freshman Lexi Jacobson, coming off of a 12-point performance against Beloit Tuesday in a Southeast victory. 2 free throws up and good by Courtney Forte. She has put the Lions back up by 2. 6-4 is our score, but Southeast quickly down the floor. A long pass from Slazner goes to Maddie Harris, and the freshman scores her first basket of the night. 3 different Southeast of Saline players in the scoring column. 6-6, 4:49 left to go first quarter. Minneapolis now contending against Southeast of Saline's defense. Yanakopoulos got lost gambling for a steal, and making her pay is Elena Kotsart.
Just a great play there for Minneapolis, but just trying to get too much aggressive. But nice to see Elena break out here and have those defensive plays.
Here's Mallory Pearson on a baseline jumper. That's up and no good. Back the other way now comes Minneapolis, leading 8-6. Kotsar with it on the right-hand side. She'll swing it around now through Forte. Back over to the left. Now back to the middle of the floor to Kotsar. It's a big, wide-open spread offense here for Minneapolis, isn't it?
It sure is, and that's where Sally Saline is also settling back, not really contesting anybody outside the three-point line for defense.
Forte on the drive. She makes her way all the way to the right-hand side of the lane. Now they swing it back out and work the perimeter. This Minneapolis Lion offense has a look where players are passing off to the left or right, and then they go cutting through the paint. Here's a three-pointer, top of the circle, rattles off no good. Battle for the rebound is off of Slazner out of bounds as she was battling with Peyton Smith down low, and the basketball will stay with Minneapolis underneath their own basket. Mallory Pearson will check out of the game. To replace her for the first time is Reagan Getz for Southeast of Saline.
Reagan Getz coming off a little struggle game against Tuesday night, but she's been really playing well lately, except for Tuesday.
Minneapolis nearly lost the inbounds pass, though they will play it now out top near the timeline. Now swing it right, now back left. 3:29 left to go here first quarter. Lions have been either up by 2 or tied in this entire first quarter. Southeast of Saline has not led. Big contrast to the first meeting between these two teams, in which Southeast of Saline jumped out to a 13-0 run. Now a deflection and a takeaway for the Lady Trojan defense. Maddie Harris with it. Up the floor to Yanakopoulos. Now Getz. Now Slazner. Slazner fakes left. Now gets back to the middle of the paint. Shot up. Might have been bothered by some contact. No foul called, and we go back the other way. Minneapolis with it. Cam Cleveland with it. Cameron will float off to the left-hand side. Play it to Elena Kotsart. Kotsart now to Maddie Lang. For this Minneapolis team, they've shown a lot of really great patience on offense in this game. Now a three-pointer will be fired. Top of the circle. That's no good. Rebound Lexi Jacobson. Off to Slazner, across the center court stripe. Slazner crosses over a couple of times, now goes to Yanakopoulos. She'll drive, play it out to Harris. Three-pointer on the way. Too strong, no good. Battle for the rebound. Won by Courtney Forte on an excellent block out. Minneapolis back now pushing the other way. A traveling violation against the Lions. They'll turn it back over for the third time.
Great defense there by Maddie Harris, picking out which one they're going to pass it to and pick the right one. That lady was trying to pass it out or shoot it, and she kind of bothered him there, but great job there by Maddie Harris getting back on defense.
Pearson back in for Yanakopoulos. Castleman back in for Harris. 2:18 left to play. Southeast of Saline trailing Minneapolis by 2 here on the road. Quick pass. Reagan Getz tried to whip it into Lexi Jacobson. It was a poor pass, and Minneapolis will take it away. Third turnover here for Southeast of Saline. 8-6. Lions lead it now with the basketball. As we approach the 2-minute mark of the first quarter. Minneapolis spreading the floor again. 4 guards out, 1 player in around the basket. Couple of backdoor cuts. One on the left, covered up nicely, gets there defensively. Now back over to the three-point line, and a traveling violation will be whistled against the freshman, Maggie Shoup. Two straight turnovers.
Sorry, I thought it was going to be a offensive foul there as that screen that was not allowing Avery to come back there and get her.
Minneapolis giving Southeast of Saline opportunities here to tie it up or take the lead, but boy, Lady Trojan just having trouble scoring. Here's a three-pointer by Avery Castleman that rattles off no good. Mallory Pearson with the rebound, and she's going to go to the free throw line. Mallory Pearson leads this team in offensive rebounding. She showed why there, and she will go to the free throw line for 2 opportunities.
Fouls on Maddie Lang, her first personal foul. See if Mallory can knock down these 2 free throw shots for Southeast.
Minute and a half left to go here in the first quarter. Pearson's first free throw is up and good. 8-7 is our score. Southeast of Saline still trailing by 1. It's Castleman, Getz, Slajner, Jacobson, Pearson at the free throw line. Second toss by Mallory on the way. Rips the net as well. Full court pressure coming up. Southeast of Saline. Southeast wants to press this Minneapolis team, but if you don't score, you can't set your press. That's been a problem so far for the Lady Trojans.
It has been. They haven't had time to get their stuff set up because they've been getting turnovers or shots not falling for them.
75 seconds left to go first quarter. Pass deep post inside. Shot up, no good. Jacobson with the rebound. Now on the outlet, Slajner has to fight for it. She gets between 2 Lions. Should have been a foul maybe called there once or twice on Kotsar. Draped over the backside of Slajner, but nothing called. Carson brings it away, sets up the offense as we go under a minute left to play. And now a traveling violation called on Lexi Jacobson, who got smacked in the head.
I don't know how you get traveling call when the ball's knocked out of your hands and you don't have possession of the basketball anymore. Elena Yanakopoulos checks back in gives Lexi Jacobson a break.
54 seconds left to play. Shoop in the backcourt. Now plays it to Smith. Smith will push the ball up the floor. Lost it momentarily. Castleman nearly took it from her. Now Avery pulls back, not risking that foul. She already has 1. 8-8 is our score. 38 seconds left to play opening quarter. Yanakopoulos now on Shoop, top of the circle. Left they go to Smith. Peyton Smith wants the drive. Couple of dribbles to the elbow. Now she'll pitch it out. Here's Shoop on the drive. She throws it way into the backcourt. Minneapolis almost into the backcourt, but Cameron Cleveland's going to save it. Here's a pick that lays Mallory Pearson out. She hits the deck around the three-point line. Shoop with a long 2. That's no good. Reagan gets with a rebound. Slajner now again having to fight off a Minneapolis player. Makes her way up the floor with 8 seconds left to play. Across the timeline. Now she goes left to Yanakopoulos. Three-pointer. That's no good on a forced shot. Reagan gets with the rebound, but no time to do anything with it. And we are at the end of the first quarter. 8-8 is our score at the end of 1. Southeast of Saline and Minneapolis all tied up here in Minneapolis High School on KINA.
Congratulations. You're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See Kelly Kitchener today for a free personal protection review. When everything changes for you, visit Shelter Agent Kelly Kitchener.
A strong work ethic takes pride in a job well done, sweats over the details. This is you. But to get an honest day's work, you need a response. You need a callback. You need a job. Contact Express Employment Professionals. We can help because we understand what it takes to get a job. It takes more than just online searches to land a job.
Get to know Express Employment Professionals by calling 825-4545.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Devin Haney and Jathan Show back here at Minneapolis High School. The Lions will start out with the basketball as we did not have a tie-up, a dual possession in that whole first quarter. How's that, huh?
That's something else. Could have had a couple of them.
Yeah, all tied up at 8. Lions start out here. They're the only team that's led in this game. They've either been tied up or leading Southeast of Saline by 2. That whole first quarter was very tight-knit, and Minneapolis will lose the basketball out of bounds along the baseline. Southeast of Saline will take over. 5 turnovers now for Minneapolis.
Minneapolis giving the favor back to Southeast Saline as they turn the ball over first possession out of the second quarter. As we just had a bounce pass go off of Maddie's leg. Another turnover quickly for Southeast of Saline.
That's 2 of the 5 turnovers. Southeast of Saline has lost on that sideline with Maddie Harris in weird plays. 7:35 left to play. Minneapolis will get it back. Southeast set their press. And the three-quarter court set here. It's a full court man-to-man. Harris stops Kotsart. Reaches in a little bit, and then Kotsart loses the basketball. She carried it across the timeline on her shoulder. So Southeast will get it back there. That's a half a dozen turnovers now.
You're saying the Globetrotters stuff's not real here? Is that? I think the Globetrotters is almost what it looked like there.
They got that red, white, and blue jersey scheme, mostly white jerseys, no doubt about that. Here's Slazner on a guarded three. Peyton Smith was right in her face, but Carson steps in and drains it. 11-8, first lead Southeast of Saline has had in this game. Now the defense ratchets up a little bit. Here come the Lady Trojans getting after it on D. Near steal, Yannikopoulos. Elena, heavy tape job on that right ankle that she hurt Tuesday night against Beloit. Can tell she's about a half a step slow, but man, she's out there working through it, isn't she?
She sure is, and just shows how much of a defensive person she is as Minneapolis throws another turnover. But the way Elena is playing out there, it's really giving fits for Minneapolis.
That'll prompt a 30-second timeout from Brian Weatherman on that Minneapolis bench. 11-8, Southeast of Saline leads it by 3. Back with more Lady Trojan basketball, brought to you by Saline Surgical Hospital, right here on KINA.
At Commercial Tire Centers, we know you have many places to be and lots of things to see. Your tires are everything, and we are here to serve you. From the smallest lawnmower tire to passenger tires, farm tires, and the largest truck and commercial tires, call Commercial Tire. Oil changes, suspension service, alignment, too many things to mention. The trusted tire experts are at Commercial Tire Center.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
The floor, little shake and bake move. She pops a three-pointer left side, top of the circle, and that ball landing short ends up in a dual possession. The arrow will keep it with Southeast of Saline. 11-8, a Slazner three-pointer is the difference in this one so far as we are tied at the end of one. Here's Yannikopoulos for a three on the left-hand side. That's no good. A rebound taken in by Minneapolis. Back the other way after Courtney Forte's rebound. The Lions will try to pass it across the paint. It'll be deflected and then go off a Minneapolis player and out of bounds.
Maggie Shoup should have just went up for the layup there. Had a wide open lane. Don't understand why she tried to pass it off there.
Here comes Slazner. Pearson in her sidecar as they come across the timeline together. Into the corner, Reagan gets back into the paint. Brielle Potacek missed the layup on the inside. Boy, that was a tough angle for Brielle. She really wasn't at his side where she could use the backboard. She had to try to score over the front of the rim and just couldn't get it done. Now a traveling violation that goes uncalled for Minneapolis. They continue through their offense as the officials did not see that.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate that Brielle's shot didn't go down because the way she's coming off, that would have gave her confidence for sure of this game coming in.
It's Potacek, Yannikopoulos, Pearson, gets Slazner on the floor for Southeast of Saline. Southeast looking for another win as they continue to pile them up here. Now a foul underneath. Shoup got the basketball, and they're going to say this is a shooting foul. Came across, actually got fouled on the pass. Entry pass coming in, but the official on the baseline is going to award free throws.
Foul's going to be on Elena Yannikopoulos, her first personal foul.
Southeast of Saline has won 6 in a row, 10 of their last 12. As we talked about Tuesday night, it wasn't that long ago. We were at the Sterling tournament, and they were 5-5 after a loss to the Sterling Black Bears.
Lexi Jacobson checks in for Reagan Getz.
First free throw by Shoup was good. Second one went in as well, but a lane violation comes with that one and is waved off. 11-9. Southeast of Saline continues leading by 2. Here comes the Lady Trojans back the other way, trying to force it inside to Jacobson. She has to fight for that basketball. Now pulls it out in a crowd and lost it. Maggie Shoup there to take it away. Shoup will play it now into the hands of Cameron Cleveland. Here she comes, working against Potacek. She'll pass the ball in front of the Southeast bench to Kotsar. Now they swing it back around. It surprises me a lot in this game. I know the strategy on offense here is to spread out the Southeast defense and open up some driving lanes, but Courtney Forte is spending a lot of time out away from the paint.
It sure is, and that's where Sally Saline's doing a nice job, though, packing everything inside, not allowing Minneapolis to take those inside dribble drives.
Wild long shot from the Lions. That's no good. Slazner with the rebound. Passes it over the top of the defense to Potacek. Now Yannikopoulos on a pull-up 15-footer from the free throw line. That's no good. And the rebound for Maggie Shoup. Score remains 11-9 as we approach the halfway mark of the second quarter. 4:38 left to play here before the intermission. We'll talk to Bryson Flax at halftime, see how he feels about the victory over Beloit on Tuesday and his impending rematch here against the Minneapolis Lions. That was a really good game when they played back early January. Here's a shot put up by Minneapolis. No good. Air ball from the corner. Comes over the rim. Weak side rebound by the Lions. They have another chance. That's up no good, but Courtney Forte puts it up and in. Just their first field goal of the night. Forte has 4, and we are tied at 11. 4:07 left to play. Here's Jacobson driving into the paint. Her shot is up no good. Forte battling for the rebound, and Pearson will get called for the foul for Southeast of Saline.
That'll be Mallory Pearson's first personal foul. That'll bring in a host of Trojans. Avery Castleman, Maddie Harris, and Reagan Getz checks in. Lexi, Elena, and Brielle will be checking out.
4:03 left to play. Full court pressure now coming up for Southeast of Saline. We are tied at 11. A brief 3-point lead there by Southeast, but Minneapolis cut into it with a shoot free throw and a Courtney Forte shot off the glass on the left-hand side. Forte out top now, directing traffic. She'll get rid of it to shoot. Now Coatsart has it. Swing it back to the right-hand side to Forte, who dipped in. Now cut back out of the lane. Over to the far corner. Smith has it. She drives to the left-hand lane line side. And a 3-second violation will be called by the baseline official. Turnover number 9 for Minneapolis.
Southeast doing a tremendous job stopping those lanes and help out in the defense as the defenders getting by a Trojan, but another Trojan's right there to help out.
3:28 left to go before the break. Still tied at 11. Slazner runs a clear out. Now passes back, top of the circle. Ends up right on the side with Castleman. Now to the top to Harris. 3-pointer on the way. Maddie's shot no good. Reagan Getz with the rebound. The Lion fell down. It was Courtney Forte, and Getz spun her off and scored. Nice move there by Reagan.
That was a great move there by Reagan. Getting her off and using that body to shove her off. And going up strong as she's had some angle issues there, trying to get the ball over the rim.
Reagan Getz becomes the 5th Southeast of Saline player to score in this game. 13-11. 2:49 left to play. Forte with it, standing on the 3-point line. Top of the circle. She gives it up. Now she gets it back. She'll play it now to Shoup. Maggie Shoup comes out. Triple threat position. She drives on Pearson. Lob pass back to Forte. Now Coatsart has it. She tries to go on a runner. And a foul will be called against Maddie Harris reaching in.
That'll be Maddie's first personal foul. Team foul number 4 for Southeast. And that'll send Elena Coatsart to the line for Minneapolis.
So far in this game, Minneapolis 3 of 4 from the free throw line. This free throw is up and good, makes it 4 out of 5. Coatsart has 3. And a chance here on the second free throw to tie this game with 2:33 left to go here in the second quarter. Second free throw is on the way, and it's good as well. One free throw miss in this contest with both teams combined, as they're shooting well from the stripe here on this cold night. 2:25 left to go. Second quarter. Harris on the left-hand side. Brief look in at Getz. Now she swings it through the defense. A pass that followed along the free throw line to the opposite side, Avery Castleman. Castleman now drives, gives it up, gets it back inside to Slazner. Carson on a hanger, floating to the right. Can't get it to go off the heel. Minneapolis back the other way. Long pass down the floor, and it's caught. Shot up. No good by Maddie Lang. Rebound, Reagan Getz. Southeast wants to go the other way quickly. Long pass from Castleman. Beautiful look by Avery down low, and Mallory Pearson scores. That was a lesson in transition by Southeast.
Yeah, nice job realizing Avery had 2 Minneapolis Lions left wide open. Mallory Pearson down low. Nice job by Southeast Saline finding that good fast break going.
Brian Weatherman, knowing his girls were having some trouble in the backcourt, will call a timeout. We'll take it as well. 30 seconds. Back with more Lady Trojan basketball.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Minneapolis will still inbound here, stuck in the backcourt. They will have a new 10 count, though, as they were dangerously close to turning that last possession over before the timeout. 1:40 left to play before halftime. Warming up the seat for Bryson Flax as he'll come visit us at halftime. Minneapolis with the basketball. Here's a poke by Avery Castleman. Now she gets ran into by a Minneapolis player. It's out of bounds, and they will say it's Lions basketball. There's the scrappiness, though, Jathan, that over the last 6 or 7 games, Avery Castleman has started to play with.
Yeah, and that's where I've been seeing it quite a bit, too. I mean, her offense hasn't been following that first half, but the second half she's realized if she wants to get playing time to be out there and be able to make shots, she has to bump up her defense, and you can really tell, get on the floor right there and knocking the ball loose. Nice job by Avery.
Really started in that Sterling tournament, and if you even want to go back further than that, it was the game she had against Rossville. Yeah, she scored 21 points against Rossville, but she also was doing a lot of things to keep Southeast of Saline on the winning side of that. Here's a reach in and a poke away by Minneapolis, by Cameron Cleveland. And now she's going to lose the basketball and a foul called on Southeast. Explain that transition of plays to me. An obvious foul for Minneapolis and then not a foul on the other end for Southeast, and the calls don't go like that.
No, they sure don't. Then usually you can hear a slap as hard as Elena was slapping the ball away, but there's no slap as foul's going to be on Elena Yanakopoulos. Picked up her second personal foul, brings in Mallory Pearson off the bench.
Team foul, number 5 for Southeast of Saline. Still a minute left. Nobody in danger of putting the other in the bonus quite yet. Here's a shot put up on the turnaround. That's no good. Battle for the rebound. 2 players fall down, and they're going to say dual possession. Arrow in the table goes to Minneapolis. Good battle there between Smith and Pearson, it looked like. Under a minute left to play. 56.6. Smith set to inbounds. Forte came wide open, and a block up top by Carson Slazner. Brian Weatherman doesn't like it, but that was an obvious block as Slazner met the ball up high, and then Carson is fouled as she comes down with it. I'm not sure what the complaint is there.
Just a nice job there by Carson, realizing getting that shot blocked and then have the sense to grab the ball and getting a foul. Foul's going to be on Peyton Smith, her first personal foul.
Back the other way, Southeast of Saline with the basketball. Over to the right-hand side, Castleman now in the keyhole. Harris gets now to the right wing. Reagan Getz forced it into Slazner. She had to flip it back out to Reagan to save possession there. Backdoor cut, Slazner open momentarily. Smith, though, able to recover. Clock down to a half a minute. Harris with a spin move. Lost the basketball momentarily. Now they go back up high. Pearson, right-hand side, Getz. Clock down to 24. Reagan Getz just got away with a double dribble, and she plays it to Maddie Harris, who scores from 15.
At least these refs are being consistent with their calls.
Consistently not good. 13 seconds. As long as both teams are playing under the same circumstances, that's all you can ask for.
Yep.
8 seconds left to go. Here's a push down low. Reagan Getz is called for a foul, and Shauna Smith doesn't like that.
That'll be Reagan's first personal foul. Team foul number 6. The next one will be on the bonus. 1-on-1 situation for Minneapolis.
7.5 seconds left to go. Smith underneath on the inbounds. Pass deflected by Courtney Forte. It bounces all the way up to the timeline to Elena Coatsart. She comes to the right-hand side, Peyton Smith. Here's a shot put up, and it's bothered by Carson Slazner. And Southeast of Saline will take their biggest lead of the game into the locker room at halftime. 17-13 is our score. Southeast of Saline leading by 4 when we come back on the Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories halftime report. Have numbers from the first half. Also a conversation with Bryson Flax. That's coming up next. 17-13 Southeast of Saline by 4 at halftime here on KINA.
Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knauf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knauf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knauf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
At United Capital Management of Kansas, Inc., we have seen communities come together and businesses using creativity and ingenuity to not only survive during uncertainty, but thrive. At United Capital Management, we have a positive outlook for 2021 and look forward to assisting you with your financial plan. Our new location is 227 North Santa Fe in downtown Salina. Call United Capital Management today to schedule a meeting over the phone, on Zoom, or in person. 785-823-7900 or visit our website, ucmofkansas.com.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at Minneapolis High School, Devin Haney along with Jathan Shode. We're joined now by Bryson Flax, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. His guys got a big victory at home, completed the season sweep of the Beloit Trojans on Tuesday, 74-52. Coach, your 9th win of the season. When you went back and reviewed this game, what'd you see?
I thought we were pretty good defensively. We sped them up for sure, and we let a couple guys get free that we didn't want to let get free, but overall it was a good effort.
74-52. You were able to get out in front pretty quick in this game, and we talked about it after the game. It's not a lot of nights you go out and drop 27 in a single quarter, but that's how you started the game. You're up 27-15 at the end of the first quarter, continued on that pace at 48 at halftime. Your first half running the break and just getting out and scoring from a pure offense standpoint was pretty good.
Yeah, the rhythm was in our favor and the pace was in our favor, and our guys were kind of turning defense into offense early, and that stayed pretty consistent throughout the first half.
When you're out on the break, and I'm curious in practice how much you guys are able to drill this, because I know there's a ton of fast break drills that you can do. You guys are probably at your best. We've talked about that a lot, whether it's off of a steal or a long rebound, pushing it up off the floor, getting out in the lanes and sharing the basketball. Talk about how you practice that and how that comes about. Obviously, you have to have great chemistry on the floor, but there's always somebody open, and it seems like it ends up with the right guy most of the time.
Yeah, we do some certain drills that specialize in spacing and kind of getting in the right spots. But a lot of it is just these guys feel. We've got a group that is pretty smart. And one thing about it is, even in the half court, I was talking to the Camden yesterday after practice, and I said, you're shooting the ball so efficiently because you're finding really good spots.
Yeah.
And when he finds spots, then Bryant or Eli, somebody's going to find them, and I always tell them, we want you working for someone else with the trust that somebody else is working for you, and I think they have that mentality.
We talked about that after the game with him taking good shots, and I thought about that after the game and after our conversation. He moves really well without the basketball. When you watch him, he's always moving. He's never stuck in one spot, and he goes kind of with the flow of the offense where he's easy to find, isn't he?
Yeah, and early on he kind of was sticking, and we had that conversation, and he's done you look at like a shooter like Steph Curry, and how much he actually runs during a basketball game. It's unbelievable, and we're not obviously there, but you can't stick in one spot and expect to get shots off, especially when Camden's our best perimeter shooter, and people know that, and so they're going to try to take him away. So he's got to continue to get into the lane, and at least keep him honest there. But yeah, continue to find great spots.
You and I talked a little bit off the air. This kind of a surprise. We found out yesterday afternoon that these games will be moved up 24 hours. That's not all bad for you, though, is it? Because looking ahead and the way the schedule comes out next week, you get a free Friday now to have an extra day in there. You have Monday, Tuesday back-to-back next week.
Yeah, and we'll probably not practice tomorrow, and then I'll practice them on Sunday afternoon or something, I would guess. Unless we lay an egg, but who knows? But no, at some point you got to play back-to-backs.
Yeah.
To make a run at what you want to do, So back-to-backs aren't going to kill us. We got some tough ones, and it will be nice to get an extra day, though.
The way the scheduling has played out for you and just kind of the way games have been postponed, canceled, made up. We've grabbed a game here and there with you guys. We've done a really good job. The girls are on pace to get 20 games in. Your guys are on pace to get 19 in. I get some questions, though, from people. Are you going to find that 20th game? Are you interested in finding that 20th game? What's the latest there that you know of?
Yeah, we're definitely interested in finding it, and I know, our administration, Wayne Sager's been doing, working pretty hard at trying to find one. The problem that we're running into is a lot of these teams that missed games early stacked them late.
Yeah.
And so they're playing 3 games a week and they don't want to play 4 or, it comes down to that. And right now we're willing to play about anybody. We're just, we're just trying to make something work.
Okay. Look at the matchup here tonight, the Minneapolis Lions. This is a team It's a lot of fun to play the Lions, especially for some reason in this gym, but that excitement transferred over to our home gym on January 8th, where you had a real good back-and-forth game with Minneapolis. They took a 10-point lead early in the contest. You guys come back. You take a lead after tying it at 34. It goes down the stretch. You have a 3-point lead. They have the last possession. Miss a 3-pointer at the buzzer. You win by 3. That was a good game to win, wasn't it? Now, how do you duplicate that here?
Yeah, it was great for us to win that game, especially, being one of our first league games that we were playing. I think it was like our second or third. But, this team's good.
Yeah.
This team is good, and they got guys that can shoot it, I'll be anxious to see what kind of pace that they want to play at. We've seen them, slow it down and play half-court basketball in zone, and we've also seen them press and get after it. We're gonna stay the same old us. We're gonna get out and pressure and try and make them uncomfortable. And I wouldn't expect anything but a good game. So we're ready for it.
All right, best of luck to you. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks.
Bryson Flax, head coach of the Southeast Trojans. His guys tonight here on the road on a Thursday night to take on the Minneapolis Lions. When we come back after this 2-minute timeout, we'll give you numbers from the first half. Also get you ready for third quarter action. The Lady Trojans of Southeast of Saline leading Minneapolis by 4, 17-13, right here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
When termites strike your home or business, you want to fight back with the best. Hasman Termite and Pest Control to the rescue. With over 57 years experience, they offer the best of options, including the new BASF High Precision Injection Treatment. Don't let termites get you down. With one phone call to Hasman's, they can put one in the win column for you. Call Hasman Termite and Pest Control today or visit HasmanTermite.com and follow them on Facebook.
The winter season may be here, but paintball fun is still waiting for you at Elite Sports. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, located 5 miles south of Salina, is open for special winter hours. Get the group together and visit Elite Sports on Saturdays and Sundays this winter from 11 until 4. Elite Sports features low-impact paintballs for the beginners or little ones, so everyone can have more fun. Visit them online at SalinaPaintballComplex.com. Elite Sports Paintball Complex, open and waiting for you this weekend.
The Appliance Center. It's where you go to shop for washers, dryers, kitchen appliances, furniture, pellet grills, TVs, and so much more. If you are looking for a local, family-owned business, visit the Appliance Center. We're in the big red and white building on South Broadway in Salina. Come experience the Appliance Center difference.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans, from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit RoselawnSalina.com.
13-17. Minneapolis trailing Southeast of Saline by 4. Devin Haney, Jathan Show back here at Minneapolis High School. Numbers from the first half, leading all scores. Carson Slazner has 5. 4 for Maddie Harris, 4 for Mallory Pearson, 2 for Reagan Getz, 2 for Avery Castleman. For Minneapolis, they're being led by Elena Coatsart and Courtney Forte, each of them at 4. 2 points for Peyton Smith, 2 points for Maddie Lang, and a point for Maggie Shoup. Free throw shooting looks like this. Southeast of Saline, 4 of 4. All those came in the first quarter. Minneapolis, 5 out of 6. Their one miss was a lane violation. Turnovers, 9 for Minneapolis, 5 for Southeast of Saline. Jathan, your New Image Audio keys to success here for Southeast in the second half.
Just got to limit those turnovers that we keep having. Those non-contested really turnovers, bouncing off the leg or just throwing the ball out of bounds. But trying to keep every possession and capitalizing on each one that you get right here.
Here's Castleman up top, faked the drive, tried to pitch it out to Harris. It's going to be taken away by Minneapolis. Cameron Cleveland took it away. It's just the 6th turnover for Southeast of Saline. Inside, Minneapolis had an open look, but it won't go. Now the ball out of bounds on the baseline as Eleni Anakopoulos is knocked to the floor. And a couple of her squad members come over and help her up, and she dusts it off, and she's going to go back the other way. She doesn't look happy, though.
No, she doesn't. Shaking off that elbow. She might have fell straight on her elbow. Call it the funny bone. It's not too funny when it happens to you.
Not funny at all. Half a minute into this, here's another lazy pass for Southeast of Saline, taken away. Cozart all the way down the floor, and a foul called on Eleni Anakopoulos. That will be 3 now on Elena. She will enter the foul trouble ring.
Unfortunate there for Elena. It's not her fault, but with Avery throwing the ball away twice in a row, back-to-back possessions. But then you look at Elena's ankle. I mean, she hustled down there and got that blocker, got the foul call, had to earn up the line here.
First free throw up and good for Elena Kotsar. She has 5 to lead the way now for Minneapolis. Second one on the way. Also good.
Both teams are shooting really well the charity stripe here in this game.
Minneapolis nearly stole another pass away. It's out in the passing lane, Cameron Cleveland, but she couldn't save it before she went out of bounds right in front of the Southeast bench.
You wonder if that was a point of emphasis during the halftime, getting the passing lanes, because they almost get some steals as we get rebounds, trying to find a wideout with Carson Schlesner.
Off the inbounds, Castleman for 3. She drains it, and that's a big, big shot for Southeast of Saline. That'll help hold Minneapolis at arm's length and extend that Southeast lead back to 5. Boy, that was a big momentum killer.
That was, and hopefully Avery can keep capitalizing on that outside shooting right here.
You could see we had a great angle at that. We were looking directly behind Avery. Boy, her elbow was in, her follow-through was great, and you could tell it was dead on the money. And now Castleman gets a steal on the defensive end, and Minneapolis guilty of the foul, trying to wrestle the ball back.
Yeah, great job by Avery, realizing she turned the ball over, and it seemed like she said sorry to Elena. I don't know what she actually exactly said, but she realized that was Elena's foul was against her, so that's unfortunate. So nice job by Avery playing back on defensive here.
Yanakopoulos on the bench working that elbow out. Here's Castleman on a 3, a little too strong, no good. And Maddie Harris is going to be called for a foul underneath, jockeying for position with a Minneapolis Lion, Cameron Cleveland. So that will give Maddie Harris a foul.
That'll be Maddie's second personal foul. Southeast leaning in a full court man-to-man press.
If you have the fouls to give, I mean, it's not bad. You get to set your press that way for the dead ball. 20-15 our score. It's a 5-point Southeast of Saline lead early on here as we've just started the second half of action. 6:28 left to go in the third quarter. Live stream video of tonight's contest between Southeast of Saline and Minneapolis found on SalinaPost.com. Go to the sports section, click the story, and find the link there. Here's a drive and a shot put up by Peyton Smith that's good. She has 4. 20-17. Southeast of Saline leading by 3 with the basketball. Castleman with it up top. Little ball fake. Now a couple of dribbles. She'll shuffle it back off to Maddie Harris. Reagan Getz has it. Now back to Castleman. Head and shoulder fake. Avery all the way to the cup. Got the layup, and it won't go down. That ball set on the rim, bounced around, and then fell out. But free throws coming up.
No.
Or not. They called it on the floor, so that shot wouldn't have counted anyway. Oh, my gracious.
Plus, surely is a continuation there. One step further is when the foul was, and then she's up for the layup. Foul is on Elena Kozar, her first personal foul, by the way.
Here's Harris hopping through on the jump shot, and that's good. Boy, when Maddie catches the ball in the rhythm, you can almost count that shot.
Yeah, she's really deadly between the 12 foot there. That's 2 shots she's drained in the jump shot area.
Maddie Harris has a half a dozen, and now a traveling violation will be issued here to Cameron Cleveland. That is the second turnover for Minneapolis so far here in the third quarter. 22-17, Southeast of Saline with the basketball. Avery Castleman has it on the right-hand side. Now back to Maddie Harris. Harris swings it out to Getz. Now in the corner, Carson Schlesner. Schlesner on the drive, drew the foul, and that will send Carson Schlesner to the free throw line or on the floor again.
On the floor again.
Oh, my.
These whistles must be just getting in their mouths as the basket's going to the rim.
Yeah. Late whistles or bad calls, one of the two. Could be both. Maddie Harris on the drive.
It might be a struggle in the boys' game with the way these referees will just look at it. I think being a Thursday night game, kind of hard to find some referees on a Thursday night.
True. Maybe they're at home watching the Kansas Jayhawks right now.
Yeah, they're up 36-25 against Iowa State, who they will once again play Iowa State Saturday at Ames.
Tonight a makeup game in Allen Fieldhouse. One of the few contests going on tonight. There are a couple others, though.
And our favorites playing, Purdue's playing.
The old Boilermakers.
Oh.
Southeast playing defense here. As a shot put up off the drive by Shoup. That's no good. Schlesner gets the rebound for Southeast of Saline. Carson backing her defender down to the timeline. Now a long pass to Castleman. Pitch out, Getz. Reagan for 3. Got it to go. Reagan Getz gets the ball at the top of the circle. Nails a three-pointer, and all of a sudden this is an 8-point Southeast of Saline lead. 4:36 left to play. Third quarter. It's a full timeout. 25-17. Southeast of Saline leads it. It's Lady Trojan basketball brought to you by Saline Surgical Hospital.
PRP, or platelet-rich plasma injection therapy, has received quite a bit of attention since its use by many professional athletes. Professional football players like Peyton Manning and Jamal Charles have used PRP therapy for sports injuries and to avoid surgery. But you don't have to be a world-class athlete with millions of dollars for this cutting-edge therapy. PRP is available to you in the Salina Pain Clinic. Call the doctors for a consultation and see if this treatment is right for you. See them at 200 South 5th in the Salina Surgical Arts Center.
When it's time to get your vehicle winterized, Home Automotive Center in Abilene and Salina are here to take care of you. Those harsh winter conditions are just around the corner, and you don't want to get caught unprepared. We'll thoroughly check everything from wiper blades, fluid levels, and brakes to tires, heaters and defrosters, making sure your vehicle is safe and ready for winter. And with 2 locations, we're always close by to serve you. Come get your vehicle checked today at either Home Automotive Center location. You'll be glad you did.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
25-17, 4:36 left to play here, third quarter. Devin Haney, Jathan Show back here at Minneapolis High School, and the timeout will allow Southeast of Saline to set their full court pressure once again. Minneapolis not having a lot of trouble here turning the basketball over in the third quarter, but it's been Southeast of Saline shooting that has come alive, and just as I say that, Minneapolis does turn the basketball over. Third turnover and a traveling violation issued to Elena Cozart.
Maddie Harris is just giving Elena Cozart fits whenever she touches the ball. Cozart cannot handle Maddie's pressure defense.
Brielle Potacek into the game for Southeast of Saline. Here's Slajner for 3. That one off the front of the rim. Took a high bounce off the window. Still had a chance, but now it comes down in the hands of a Minneapolis Lion, and they will throw it away. 3 consecutive turnovers by Minneapolis, and Southeast has it back. That'll give Shauna Smith a chance to tap on the back of Lexi Jacobson and get her up off the bench. She'll replace Reagan Getz.
Along with Avery Kasman checking in for Maddie Harris. Southeast Saline just needs to keep capitalizing on these turnovers that Minneapolis keeps giving them.
Avery wasn't out long.
No, she's really been playing well here in defense-wise, and just had a nice three-point shot. Maybe she can keep capitalizing and build on those three-point shots.
Halfway through the fourth quarter, Southeast of Saline with the basketball. Slajner on the drive, gets through 2 defenders, and she'll finish off the window. 7 points for Carson Slajner. 27-17. Here's a near steal now. Jacobson nearly took it away. Shoop on the right-hand side.
Great job there by Lexi, putting those arms in there and just almost got the steal. And settling back down on defense here for Southeast Saline. Still packing that middle, not allowing any cutback. Going to get a moving screen here. Correction, a legal screen block on Lexi Jacobson. Down low. Actually call that on Mallory Pearson.
Yeah. No coincidence that the official that made the call was right in front of the Minneapolis bench and Brian Weatherman.
Pointed it out to him as he was calling it.
A little help. That's all we all need a little help. Off the inbounds, here's a three-pointer. That's no good. Forte underneath. It landed right in her lap as it was an air ball, and she puts it up and was fouled. Boy, sometimes those air balls are tough because the defenders can't see them coming in, turning the box out, but Courtney Forte knew the whole time where that ball was going.
Fouls on Brielle Potacek. Reagan Getz checks in for Lexi Jacobson. That'll be Brielle's first personal foul as she was in the trees in there with Forte at the line.
Forte's free throw is up, no good. Rebound coming down to Cleveland. Her putback is no good. Forte comes in to try to save it, and the rebound goes out of bounds off of Minneapolis. Back the other way we will go now. Southeast of Saline will have it. 27-19, 3:15 left to go here in the third quarter. Here comes Slajner now, fading off to the right, getting closer to her to her southeast bench. Now Pearson has it, and they're going to say Mallory stepped out of bounds on the baseline as she went to make a jab step.
Southeast Saline, just make sure they're spreading out there. They're packing that left side of the court where nobody was on this right side. They have 3 people on that side. Make sure they spread out and space out.
Full court pressure here from Southeast of Saline. Pearson in the backcourt here with Cleveland. Cleveland comes across the timeline. Now she'll play it back to the right. Peyton Smith, who is clapping for the basketball. Drive to the baseline. Now she'll play it back out to Cleveland for 3. That barely clips the front of the rim. And a rebounding foul will be called against Cameron Cleveland as Mallory Pearson secured the rebound, who bounced right back to her.
Nice job by Mallory Pearson finding the body and getting the body. Then getting a quick foul call on Cameron Cleveland as Maddie Harris checks back in for Brielle.
Cleveland with the foul, her first. Castleman now has it on offense to the right-hand side. Slazner, give me 3 more, says Carson Slazner. It's her second one of the game. 10 points now for Carson, and it's an 11-point Southeast lead. Southeast, boy, they just kind of grind you into the ground, don't they? Even games that they have trouble scoring, they just keep after you and keep after you. The way they play and the way they defend, sooner or later, they find cracks in the foundation.
And they're doing a tremendous job finding those cracks and finding those wide-open shots, and they don't really die back if those shots aren't followed early. They keep hitting them and keep trying them because one of these times it's just going to happen. And when you have that game like tonight here for South, it's a carry there. Just another turnover as Mallory Pearson picked up a third personal foul previously. Got a blocking foul as they were on the full court press, but it's just nice to see that they don't let those shots that they miss bother them and they keep continuing.
That turnover was the 5th in the half for Minneapolis, 14th for the game for the Lions. 30-19. Here's a backdoor cut. Castleman ends up with the basketball, and they're going to call another foul on the floor here against Minneapolis. We didn't have a lot of fouls in the first half. Never got to the bonus situation. Kind of looks like maybe we're going to shred that here in the second half. Both teams now have 5, still with 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter.
Fouls on Peyton Smith, her second personal foul.
Shot put up and good off the inbounds for Southeast.
Nice job by Maddie Harris finding that 10 to 12-foot range jump shot where she's just deadly at.
Here's a foul now in transition. Minneapolis got up the floor quickly.
Foul will be on Lexi Jacobson, her first personal foul, as Cozart was just streaking up the court.
First free throw for Elena Cozart is good. She has 5 points in this game, all from the free throw line. She's 5 for 5. Second free throw on the way, 6 for 6. See, there's no such thing as the radio curse.
No.
32-21. Back to an 11-point Southeast of Saline lead after the Lady Trojans there briefly led by a baker's dozen.
Unfortunate there. Ball got tipped out of bounds by Minneapolis, but Avery tried to save it, and she was out of bounds, so turnover on Southeast of Saline.
Full court pressure here from Southeast of Saline as we go under 2 minutes left to go, and a foul will be called on Maddie Harris. Maddie trying to pin Cameron Cleveland up against that far sideline.
The third person with 3 personal fouls. Maddie Harris with 3 brings Brielle off the bench. Mallory Pearson and Delaney Oncopoulos with the other 3 personal fouls for Southeast.
So your Southeast lineup now, Potacik, Castleman, Slazner, gets Jacobson, Cleveland at the free throw line for a 1-and-1. And she missed the front end. Loose ball on the rebound. Cleveland comes back in and gets it. 14-foot jumper. That won't go. Another scrum for the rebound. Shoop is going to secure it. Back into Peyton Smith.
Southeast Lane just needs to find a body and box out and be strong with their placement. As Minneapolis is tearing them up on the offensive rebounds.
Yeah, they are. Cozart over to Smith. Her three-pointer. Little flat. Hits the front of the rim. No good. But Shoop there to put it back in. Maggie Shoop gets her first field goal of the night. And this is now a 9-point game. Back the other way we go. Brielle Potacik with it. Top of the circle, Reagan gets. She looked at it, now gives it up to Castleman. Back to Potacik for 3. Right-hand wing. Won't go. And a rebounding foul will be called. This will be interesting. 2 players on the floor, 1 from each team. And they're going to say it's against Slazner.
I don't see how that's against Slazner when she was the one that's getting laid on, or she was pulled down on.
Yeah, Shauna Smith questioning that as well.
Now we're into the 1-on-1 situation. Peyton Smith at back of the line, shooting 1-on-1.
Good news, though, for Southeast. They do yield some free throws here, but that's just Carson's first foul. Peyton Smith at the free throw line has not shot free throws yet in this contest. She has 4. Front end of the 1-and-1 is up off the heel, no good. Avery Castleman has to get the rebound out of there for Southeast of Saline. 1 minute left to play here in the third. Southeast nearly turns it over. Brielle Potacik, though, is going to save it and play it to Reagan Getz. Getz to Jacobson. Boy, the spacing really poor right now for Southeast. They're going to have to get spaced out now. Slazner will reset them. Back to Getz. Now left-hand side, Castleman. Over to Slazner. Slazner with a ball fake. Skip pass through to Potacek. Open person is Getz. Reagan turned down that three. They might be playing for one last shot here. Jacobson with it. Castleman with it. There's a lot of open three-pointers here in this third quarter. We've seen Southeast make a few. Right now, they are obviously playing for one last shot, but just keep an eye on that as we go to the fourth quarter with this defense Minneapolis is playing right now. Slazner with it over on the far side. Now back to Reagan Getz. They've drained the clock all the way down to 16. Back out top, Brielle Potacek, and now another reset to Slazner. She calls a play. Taps the top of her head. Now to Castleman, right-hand side. Gets in the corner. She'll be fouled. 6 team fouls now for Minneapolis. Southeast will inbound in the corner with 6.5 seconds left.
Fouls on Cameron Cleveland, her second personal foul. Kind of like that for Southeast Saline, getting the foul call with 6 seconds left. Still has time, as the next one will be in the 1-on-1 situation.
In the corner to Getz. Now to Slazner. 3 seconds left. Castleman lets it fly at the buzzer. Got the backboard and almost went in. And it will be the end of the third quarter. 32-23, our score. Southeast of Saline leads Minneapolis by 9. Fourth and final quarter coming up after this on KINA.
Exit 14 Restaurant in Gypsum, Kansas is cooking up something amazing today. Whether you want to order from our menu or try one of our delicious daily specials, Exit 14 adding a salad bar to their mix. Try one of those scrumptious desserts. Exit 14 is open for lunch Tuesday through Saturday and dinner Thursday through Saturday. Head out to try Prime Rib Night last Saturday of the month and open for Chicken Dinner Day on the first Sunday of the month. Exit 14, 512 Maple, Gypsum, Kansas. Good food, good people, great time.
At home or on the road, K4 Garage will keep you moving. With over 12 years of mechanic experience, owner Nick Trout will diagnose and repair your engine to keep you in the game. Full service gas, diesel, or tires. K4 Garage also has a fully stocked convenience store with snacks and drinks. Open Monday through Friday, 7:30 to 6, Saturday from 9 until 3. Trust K4 Garage with keeping you on the road. And if it has oil, they can change it at K4 Garage in Gypsum.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
32-23 our score. Southeast of Saline leading Minneapolis as we head to the fourth and final quarter. Devin Haney, Jathan Show, Big Sam Pretty producing and engineering. Slazner leading the way for Southeast of Saline. She's the only player in this game so far with double-digit scoring, and she has 10. 32-23, Minneapolis trailing by 9. They start out with the basketball. Here's a three-pointer by Cameron Cleveland. That's up no good, and it goes out of bounds. Southeast of Saline will have it. Yannikopoulos, Harris, Slazner gets Castleman on the floor. Jathan here for Southeast of Saline.
Kind of an interesting lineup here for the Trojans. Avery doing a nice job finding the lane, taking it to the hoop. Gonna get a traveling call?
She did. Yeah. She took a large step with the left, planted it, brought the right leg through.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know. 7:25 left to go. That turnover will give it back to Minneapolis. Here's a shot put up from the keyhole. Soft off the front of the rim, no good. Now another rebound, and boy, Minneapolis rebounding with a vengeance there inside. Looking for points, though. Here's a lob pass over the top to Courtney Forte. She's going to catch the ball. Slazner there to bother the shot, and then Forte is on the back of Carson Slazner. Did you see the box out there by Slazner? She just manhandled the much larger Courtney Forte, and now Carson's going to get free throws out of it. She'll go to the other end for a 1-and-1.
Somebody's doing a nice job down there, putting a body on him, boxing out, as they were just in beast mode down there on the offensive rebounds.
Carson to the free throw line. First free throw is up on the front end of the 1-and-1, and it's good. 11 points so far for Carson Slazner, coming off of that 20-point game against Beloit on Tuesday.
Southeast hasn't had a free throw since the first quarter.
That's true. Second free throw here is up and good as well. 12 points now for Carson. She has extended this lead back to 10. 1 minute gone by here in the fourth. 33-23 is our score. Southeast looking for another win. We've talked about it almost extensively. Now here's a steal by Maddie Harris. 6-game winning streak on the line. Harris all the way to the cup. Coast to coast. She'll score again. Maddie Harris having a good night. The freshman in double digits now with 10.
Nice read there by Maddie Harris, finding that lane, using the opposite hand and knocked that ball away and then getting it, going up for a layup strong.
It's a 13-point Southeast lead. 36-23. Minneapolis working through here on offense, and now a foul called on Harris coming over the top. Quick whistle there as Maddie picks up another foul. She's in trouble now.
Yeah, that's her 4th personal foul. Unfortunate for Southeast, who she's been really having a great game here, bringing Mallory Pearson off the bench for her. But with her 10 points, she's done a lot other things well for Southeast besides just scoring.
Did it seem like Southeast just went a really long stretch without Mallory Pearson on the floor?
Yeah, has been.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why we had the offensive rebound problem.
I wasn't alluding to that, but great point. Here's a free throw shot that's up and missed by Minneapolis. And back the other way comes Southeast. Yanakopoulos with a jumper inside the keyhole. That's no good.
Once again, the shot was missed, but, Mallory Pearson right there caused that to remain Southeast lead ball, just contesting that offensive rebound.
6:06 left to play. Here's Pearson wide open off the inbounds. Yanakopoulos will find her and score. Elena's first basket of the game.
Mallory Pearson's.
Sorry, yep. Yanakopoulos on the assist, sorry. Mallory Pearson with a half a dozen. 38-23. Now a foul on the floor called against Southeast of Saline, as this thing is being officiated way tighter than what it was before.
Fouls on Avery Castleman, her 2nd personal foul. 1-on-1 situation. Oh, now
got to be double bonus by
bonus.
now.
Yep.
Maggie Shoup to the free throw line. She's 1 of 2. She had her 2nd free throw in the 2nd quarter waved off because of her lane violation. She stepped over the line too soon. Got this one to go, though, here. 4 points for Maggie Shoup, freshman. 2nd free throw on the way. Hits the rim and comes off into the hands of Mallory Pearson. Up to Elena Yanakopoulos. Now to Castleman in the corner. Back out top. Now they swing it around. Slazner with it. Now Reagan gets. 5:37 left to play. 38-24. Southeast of Saline leading. Here's a drive by Castleman. 2 defenders there. She'll bring it back out. Now get it to Reagan Getz. Extra pass over to Yanakopoulos. Now Slazner on a skip. Gets wide open. Eyeballs it. She's going to keep it and turn it over. Nope, she's going to get it back. Now 2 players on the floor right at the timeline. Slazner's going to go in to help. And finally, the official will call dual possession, and that arrow in favor of the girls visiting from Gypsum wearing purple.
You just wish Reagan would have took that shot opportunity there. I mean, you have a 14-point lead. Better than chancing it with the turnover is would have laid to it afterwards.
Southeast now will have it. They'll inbound it into the backcourt. Slazner will have it. Left-hand side to Castleman. Into the corner now. Yanakopoulos. Wanted the pick and roll with Pearson. It wasn't there. Well defended by Minneapolis. Now back over to Avery Castleman on the right-hand side. Here's Getz on the drive. A little bump early. Nothing called there, and that sent Getz off of her path. Here comes Minneapolis back the other way, trailing by 14. Cameron Cleveland with it. Bounce pass to the far side to Cozart. Now back up top to Cleveland. One thing Minneapolis has not been able to do in this game, Jathan, is hit a three-pointer. They have struggled from the outside here on their home floor.
That's why Southeast Saline is just packing that inside middle. Realize just testing them and let them shoot that three-point shot.
Cleveland went right after Mallory Pearson, it looked like that time. They both went to the deck. Castleman came up with the basketball, but then a dual possession was called and the arrow in favor of Minneapolis. Kotsar with it. Over to Cleveland. Bobbled the basketball. Now she whips it inside to the free throw line. Shoot from 15 on the jump shot. No good. Slazner tapping the rebound to herself, and she will control the board. We approach the halfway mark of the fourth quarter with 4:16 left to go. Slazner on a long, dangerous pass, and that'll be knocked out of bounds by Maggie Shoup.
Great to see South Saline remain that possession after that long, dangerous pass. Then knocked out of bounds by Minneapolis.
Slazner on the inbounds, plays it to the corner to Pearson. Now back to Yanakopoulos. Lane off the hands of Reagan Getz. Back over to Yanakopoulos. Tried a little pick and roll again. They looked for it for the second time, and again, Minneapolis defending it very well. Turnover, Southeast. Here come the Lions back the other way as we go inside the 4-minute mark. 3:53 left to play. Southeast of Saline up by 14 points. They have really kept Minneapolis in check here in this second half. They've only yielded 11 points. Here's Kotsart, just as I say that, for 3, and Brian Weatherman wants a timeout. Elena Kotsart leading the way for Minneapolis with 11, and a timeout taken by Minneapolis as it is an 11-point game. 3:40 left to play, 38-27. Southeast of Saline with the lead. It's Lady Trojan basketball brought to you by Saline Surgical Hospital.
Hi, this is Amanda with Accessible Home Care. Accessible Home Care is proud to be your locally owned Central Kansas home health agency. We are proudly serving patients within 100 miles of Salina from our Salina, Junction City, and Minneapolis offices. Whether it be skilled nursing or therapy needs or helping our patients with day-to-day tasks, call us today to learn more about how our services can keep you or your loved ones healthy at home. Check out our website at accessiblehc.com. Accessible Home Care, where our communities are our priority.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Devin and Jathan back here in Minneapolis High School. Not a lot of games going on tonight, but there is a couple of games going on tomorrow. Republic County is at Ellsworth, Sacred Heart is at Council Grove, and Chapman is at Concordia. I think those are all games tonight. The rest of the games going on tomorrow, some of the times have been changed. So if you're heading out to a high school basketball game tomorrow, you might want to double check the time. Some of those games have been moved up, but those games that I just listed going on tonight, Republic County at Ellsworth, Sacred Heart at Council Grove, and Chapman at Concordia. And, of course, the Kansas Jayhawks playing against Iowa State. 3:27 left to go here. Southeast of Saline leading by double digits over Minneapolis, 38-27. Fourth quarter of the girls' contest. Laney Yanakopoulos with the basketball. And, Jathan, just that a game that has that feel, Southeast might just go into clock mode here and make Minneapolis chase them around and foul them and then shoot free throws. But now a turnover as Reagan Getz tried to get Carson Slazer the ball on the other side. Peyton Smith down the court, and she will score. That being said, it had that feel, but you have to take care of the basketball.
Yeah, very much so, and that's what you thought they were, and trying to just work from side to side. But then sometimes that side-to-side just is anticipated as Southeast Saline comes back and capitalizes on a nice entry pass from Avery to Carson for a 2-point basket.
As a little give and go, Slazener gave it up to Castleman. Avery right back to Carson going through the paint. And just like that, they get 2 points back, and Minneapolis turns it over. Their 7th turnover of the half. They have 16 for the game. 40-29, 2:40 left to play. About a minute off the clock since that last time out. Slazener, Pearson, Harris back into the contest. She'll replace Castleman. Jacobson in the contest for Getz. And Yanakopoulos staying on the floor for Southeast of Saline. Maggie Shoup back in for Minneapolis. Cameron Cleveland, along with Courtney Forte, Peyton Smith, and Maddie Lang. Looks like maybe a man-to-man trapping defense coming up here for Minneapolis. Southeast of Saline looking to handle it. Yanakopoulos in the corner, now to Pearson. See how much time Southeast can melt away here. Harris with it. Up to Lexi Jacobson. Now to Yanakopoulos. Elena pulls up at the free throw line and buries it. Why not? That's Elena's first basket of the night.
Nice job by Southeast Saline. Just wait until that open shot as Minneapolis Lions defense broke down. Another jump ball will go back to Southeast Saline, so turnover on Minneapolis.
Elena Yanakopoulos on that jumper becomes the 6th Southeast of Saline player to score in this game. 2:10 left to go. 42-29. Southeast of Saline leading by a baker's dozen. Slazener will bring it up. Again, man-to-man pressure, but here comes the jump and the trap. Slazener gets it up the floor to Yanakopoulos, right in front of the Southeast bench. Over to Slazener, now left-hand side, Maddie Harris. Physical play there by Cameron Cleveland. Harris gets rid of it to Pearson, and a timeout will be called by Southeast of Saline. 30-second timeout. We'll dip away, come back for more. 1:55 left to go in this one. Southeast leads by 13 on KINA.
Suburban Appliance Center is your official dealer for Traeger grills. Check out this 6-in-1 versatile unit that grills, bakes, smokes, roasts, braces, and barbecues. Suburban is your exclusive dealer for the Traeger Timberline series, and they have your Traeger spices too. Suburban Appliance Center. They are locally owned and they offer appliance brands like Amana, KitchenAid, Whirlpool, and of course Maytag. Suburban also offers exceptional service. Suburban Appliance Center, 1900 South 9th.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans, from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawsalina.com.
Back here at Minneapolis High School, Devin Haney, Jathan Show, southeast of Saline, trying to put the icing on this one as they are up 42-29. But this Minneapolis squad, boy, they came to play and defend their home floor here tonight. And southeast of Saline has had to do everything here just to get rid of them and take the victory, and they're working on that right now. Clock down to 1:30. It's just a big, wide open game of keep away right now for southeast of Saline. And finally, a foul will be called here on Peyton Smith.
That'll be Peyton's third personal foul. Carson at the line for Southeast, shooting 1-1. But Southeast doing a tremendous job out there. The mid-stripe, keeping the ball in their own possession, not turning it over.
And isn't it that's when this team is really tough, because they really don't have any post players. You're out there and you're trying to chase around 5 guards who have ball handling skills.
Yeah, you pretty much have Maddie, Lexi, Mallory, Elena, and Carson all who've played guarded before. Just does a tremendous job. That's nice little they have for Southeast.
1 of 2 at the free throw line for Carson Slazner. She's extended the Southeast lead back to 14. Their biggest lead is 15. Here's Kotsar wide open from 3 near corner. She buried it. Elena Kotsar back-to-back shots from 3, and we're back to an 11-point game. That might be a little too late, though, as they say. 1:05 left to go on this one, and Southeast back with the ball in their possession. Harris up top with Slazner. 3 girls up near the timeline. Harris now a couple of dribbles, looking for some help. And a foul will be called as Cleveland reaching in on Maddie Harris. That'll send Maddie to the free throw line.
That'll be Cleveland's third personal foul. Maddie at the line for a 1-on-1 opportunity for Southeast.
The last 1-and-1 for Southeast of Saline, the 9th team foul for Minneapolis. 52.9 left to play. Harris' first free throw. Nothing but the net. Good performance from Maddie tonight. She has 11.
Yeah, she's been about that range right at the free throw line where a lot of her shots have been at tonight, too.
Yeah, no threes. She has just grinded it out in this game. Got a bunch of 2s, and now she adds 2 free throws. 12 for Maddie Harris. 52.9. Southeast not extending their defense full court here. They're going to pick them up at half court. Looks like they're going man-to-man. Minneapolis has everybody set. They're going to inbound it. They come over to left-hand side to Kotsar. She's had the right hot hand here in the fourth quarter, and she dumps it into Courtney Forte, who will quickly score 2. And a timeout called by Minneapolis. We'll take it as well. 45-34, 43 seconds left to play. It's a full timeout. We'll step away. You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
One call will do it all. With Will, there's a way.
If you stand in front of your electrical panel and you see the old type screw-in fuses or breakers that haven't even been made since the 1950s, maybe it's time you give Will Electric a call and let me come out and give you an estimate to update your electrical service. Call Will Electric, 823-8286.
One call will do it all. With Will, there's a way.
Hi, this is Sarah and Addison from the Mary Maid's office in Salina and Abilene. We would like to thank our friends and customers for your business, and we look forward to serving you this year. If 2021 includes plans for a new home, call us. Save time and stress less. Mary Maids will help you clean your old home when you leave, as well as your new home before you get there. Happy New Year to everyone from Mary Maids in Salina and Abilene.
Find us on Facebook or at marymaids.com.
Mary Maids, relax. It's done.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
43 seconds left to go. Southeast of Saline now facing full court pressure as they lead 45-34. Harris in the backcourt with Slazner. Those two work together. Now Carson gets to the free throw line, flips it in reverse, comes all the way back out to the center court stripe. Now she'll hand it off to Maddie Harris. Harris on a dribble drive handoff to Yannikopoulos. Elena now in a little bit of trouble, but she's going to find Slazner, who gets ran over by Peyton Smith. And Carson Slazner will go to the free throw line.
Carson at the line for Southeast shooting 2 shots now, as that foul is on Peyton Smith, her 4th personal foul.
Just 2 players in this game with 4 fouls. Now Peyton Smith has 4. Maddie Harris has been carrying 4 for a while, but nobody's fouled out of this game. Both teams in the double bonus. Slazner's first free throw is up and good. But as we talked, Jathan, the first half really didn't have a lot of fouls. Neither team got put in the bonus situation in the first 2 quarters.
Yeah, and it's just where this game has moved on, just where Carson missed her second free throw shot, but they moved on and played a little bit more aggressive into the passing lanes, caused a little bit more foul trouble here for everyone.
46-34. Here's Shoup to the lane. She is going to draw some contact. Looked like maybe she shoved off a defender, but they're going to call a foul on the floor. And 2 free throws coming up here on the double bonus for Maggie Shoup.
As you just mentioned, nobody fouling out. Maddie Harris to foul out there with that foul. So Avery Castleman checks in.
Maddie Harris fouls out of the game with 11 seconds left to go and 12 points. If you foul out with more points than seconds left in the game, that's key.
It doesn't count?
It does count, but that's key.
It is key.
Yes.
Because you played your game to the last minute, and when you have more points as that too, I mean, she's been playing really well lately, and when the game doesn't matter now and fouling out at such a minimal time left, doesn't matter.
2 free throws missed by Shoup, but on the second one, Courtney Forte gets the rebound and puts it back in the cup. And now Southeast of Saline will walk it up the floor and take home a 10-point victory. 46-36, our final score. Southeast of Saline now on the ladies' side. They keep extending that winning streak. They are now 12-5 on the season. They are also 7-0 in league play. They dropped Minneapolis to 8-9 on the season. Now in league play at 4-3. So the cushion grows bigger for Southeast in league play as far as the NCAA standings go. 46-36. Southeast gets the victory. When we come back on Postgame, it's brought to you by L&L Advisors. We'll go over final numbers of this game. Also have a Vernon Jewelers Gym of the game and get you ready for the guys contest that's coming up in game number 2. 46-36, our final score. The L&L Advisors Postgame show coming up after this on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their second location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina has just received a new line of silver designer pieces to the store, and they invite you to stop by and take a look. Vernon Jewelers is also buying silver, gold, and platinum. They'll be happy to inspect your pieces with a full appraisal of value. Specials every day with Vernon's on Facebook, and custom Chiefs pendants available along with custom engraving. Vernon Jewelers, 123 North Santa Fe, downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884.
One call will do it all. With Will, there's a way.
If you stand in front of your electrical panel and you see the old type screw-in fuses or breakers that haven't even been made since the 1950s, maybe it's time you give Will Electric a call and let me come out and give you an estimate to update your electrical service. Call Will Electric, 823-8286.
One call will do it all. With Will, there's a way.
Experience a new kind of clean with Sage Select. With the help of AI, Sage is creating an exciting new line that will revolutionize how you clean in a fun, fresh way. Combining our team's knowledge and your input, Sage is able to create art and animation expressing the joy of clean, as with Mom's streak-free glass cleaner or the amazing green bowl cleaner. Have some fun and experience a new clean at SageSelects.com or call us at 785-309-1919.
Time now for the Trojan Postgame Show on KINA. Stick around for the game recap, final stats, and reaction from the coach. This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Back here at Minneapolis High School, Devin Haney, Jathan Show. Postgame brought to you by L&L Advisors. 2 locations in Salina. One in the Central Mall next to Joanne Fabrics. The other one just off the corner of Roach and Crawford over by Salina Stadium. And then one in McPherson, a convenient location there for you in South Main, McPherson. 46-36 our final score. Southeast of Saline's ladies get a victory over Minneapolis. 12th win of the season. Southeast of Saline now 12-5, and they were led in double-digit scoring tonight by Carson Slazner with her 16 points and 12 points from Maddie Harris. And Jathan, I think on a night where you come in, and obviously just by the eye test, Eleni Yanakopoulos was not 100% tonight after tweaking her ankle against Beloit on Tuesday. We see Maddie Harris and a couple others step up tonight as well.
And that's just where this team does so well with one another, stepping up when another person's down or somebody's having an off night. But with Maddie Harris and Carson having both double-digit points, that's a nice victory for Southeast Saline. And then it just proves on where you have Reagan Getz and Avery Castlin hitting those outside shots. Just helps to extend the lead, too.
So 16 for Slazner, 12 for Maddie Harris, 6 points tonight for Mallory Pearson, 5 points for Reagan Getz, 5 points for Avery Castleman, and 2 points for Eleni Yanakopoulos. For the Minneapolis Lady Lions tonight, they were led by Elena Kotsar with 14. She had 2 3-pointers in the fourth quarter. 10 points for Courtney Forte, 6 points for Peyton Smith, 4 points for Maggie Shoup, and 2 points for Maddie Lang. Southeast of Saline, really good from the free throw line tonight. They were 10 out of 12. Minneapolis, 10 out of 17. Minneapolis had more turnovers in this game. They finish up with 17 turnovers. Southeast of Saline with 11. And another victory for Southeast of Saline. Jathan, these Lady Trojans just keep going on. They have now won 7 in a row, 11 of their last 13 in Shauna Smith's 100th game as head coach of Southeast of Saline.
And that just shows how this team has progressed forward and keep moving on. And being in her 100th game, it seems like that's quite a long time ago, it seems like. But when you have 20 games to go, 5 years is what it seems like. But it's just incredible where she's done and what players she's had. She's done really well, and they keep moving on up.
12-5 now on this season. They keep that winning streak alive. They will be back in action on Monday. Again, Monday. Jathan, Monday. We'll be back in action against Ellenwood. That'll be fun. That's a new opponent for Southeast of Saline. The Eagles come into the friendly confines of Southeast of Saline Gymnasium, so that'll be a good one on Monday. And then Tuesday, we'll turn around for a road trip in league play at Ellsworth. So that'll be the games next week for Southeast of Saline. Vernon Jewelers gems of the game tonight. Let's split it up between the 2 point guards that went for double-digit scoring. Carson Slazner with 16, Maddie Harris with 12. You like that?
I do like that. They played really well, and defensive-wise, just Maddie giving fits to Cozart, who had two 3-pointers there at the end, who wasn't guarded, was in foul trouble, but when she was back out there on the line, she was just giving Cozart a lot of fits where couldn't do much early on.
Vernon Jewelers gems of the game, Slazner and Harris. Don't forget Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina. Valentine's Day is Sunday. That's almost as important as Southeast of Saline being at home on Monday. Don't forget about Sunday. You're going to be in trouble on Monday. Go to Vernon Jewelers. They're open on Saturdays. If you can't get off work tomorrow to go shopping, go see the gang at Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina on Saturday. Get that last-second Valentine's deal. They have some specials all throughout the store that'll make you happy and, more importantly, make your friend happy as well. Final score, 46-36. Our final 12th win of the season for Southeast of Saline. Now let's turn the corner to guys action. We're about 10 minutes away from starters in the tip. When we come back, Bryson Flax will join us in an interview that we had earlier on. We'll revisit that and get you ready for game number 2 of our doubleheader here on KINA.
For years, Comfort Heating and Air has installed home air purifiers that help reduce dust, pollen, and pet dander, helping with allergies and making your home a healthier place. But did you know we also carry a full line of indoor air quality products to protect your home or business against airborne bacteria and viruses? In fact, our systems are proven over 99% successful to reduce the COVID-19 virus in just 30 minutes and start at just $499. Finance and easy pay options available. Make your home the safest place it can be with proven clean air technology from Comfort Heating and Air, the company that cares.
At United Capital Management of Kansas, Inc., we have seen communities come together and businesses using creativity and ingenuity to not only survive during uncertainty, but thrive. At United Capital Management, we have a positive outlook for 2021 and look forward to assisting you with your financial plan. Our new location is 227 North Santa Fe in downtown Salina. Call United Capital Management today to schedule a meeting over the phone, on Zoom, or in person. 785-823-7900. Or visit our website, ucmofkansas.com.
We're joined now by Bryson Flax, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Trojans. His guys got a big victory at home, completed the season sweep of the Beloit Trojans on Tuesday, 74-52. Coach, your 9th win of the season. When you went back and reviewed this game, what'd you see?
I thought we were pretty good defensively. We sped them up for sure, and we let a couple guys get free that we didn't want to let get free, but overall it was a good effort.
74-52. You were able to get out in front pretty quick in this game, and we talked about it after the game. It's not a lot of nights you go out and drop 27 in a single quarter, but that's how you started the game. You're up 27-15 at the end of the first quarter, continued on that pace at 48 at halftime. Your first half running the break and just getting out and scoring from a pure offense standpoint was pretty good.
Yeah, the rhythm was in our favor, and the pace was in our favor, and our guys were kind of turning defense into offense early, and that stayed pretty consistent throughout the first half.
When you're out on the break, and I'm curious in practice how much you guys are able to drill this, because I know there's a ton of fast break drills that you can do. You guys are probably at your best. We've talked about that a lot, whether it's off of a steal or a long rebound, pushing it up off the floor, getting out in the lanes and sharing the basketball. Talk about how you practice that and how that comes about. Obviously, you have to have great chemistry on the floor, but there's always somebody open, and it seems like it ends up with the right guy most of the time.
Yeah, we do some certain drills that specialize in spacing and kind of getting in the right spots. But a lot of it is just these guys feel. We've got a group that is pretty smart. And one thing about it is, even in the half court, I was talking with Camden yesterday after practice, and I said, you're shooting the ball so efficiently because you're finding really good spots.
Yeah.
And when he finds spots, then Bryant or Eli, somebody's going to find them. And I always tell him, we want you working for someone else with the trust that somebody else is working for you. And I think they have that mentality.
We talked about that after the game with him taking good shots, and I thought about that after the game and after our conversation. He moves really well without the basketball. When you watch him, he's always moving. He's never stuck in one spot, and he goes kind of with the flow of the offense where he's easy to find, isn't he?
Yeah, and early on he kind of was sticking, and we had that conversation, and he's done you look at like a shooter like Steph Curry, and how much he actually runs during a basketball game. It's unbelievable. And we're not obviously there, but you can't stick in one spot and expect to get shots off, especially when Camden's our best perimeter shooter, and people know that, and so they're going to try to take him away. So he's got to continue to get into the lane, and at least keep him honest there. But yeah, continue to find great spots.
You and I talked a little bit off the air. This kind of a surprise. We found out yesterday afternoon that these games would be moved up 24 hours. That's not all bad for you, though, is it? Because looking ahead and the way the schedule comes out next week, you get a free Friday now to have an extra day in there. You have Monday, Tuesday back-to-back next week.
Yeah, and we'll probably not practice tomorrow, and then I'll practice them on Sunday afternoon or something, I would guess. Unless we lay an egg, but who knows? But no, at some point you got to play back-to-backs. To make a run at what you want to do, So back-to-backs aren't going to kill us. We got some tough ones, and it will be nice to get an extra day, though.
The way the scheduling has played out for you and just kind of the way games have been made up. We've grabbed a game here and there with you guys. We've done a really good job. The girls are on pace to get 20 games in. Your guys are on pace to get 19 in. I get some questions, though, from people. Are you going to find that 20th game? Are you interested in finding that 20th game? What's the latest there that you know of?
Yeah, we're definitely interested in finding it, and I know, our administration, Wayne Sager's been doing, working pretty hard at trying to find one. The problem that we're running into is a lot of these teams that missed games early stacked them late.
Yeah.
And so they're playing 3 games a week, and they don't want to play 4, or it comes down to that. And right now we're willing to play about anybody. We're just trying to make something work.
Okay. Look at the matchup here tonight, the Minneapolis Lions. This is a team It's a lot of fun to play the Lions, especially for some reason in this gym, but that excitement transferred over to our home gym on January 8th, where you had a real good back-and-forth game with Minneapolis. They took a 10-point lead early in the contest. You guys come back. You take a lead after tying it at 34. It goes down the stretch. You have a 3-point lead. They have the last possession. Miss a three-pointer at the buzzer. You win by 3. That was a good game to win, wasn't it? Now, how do you duplicate that here?
Yeah, it was great for us to win that game, especially, being one of our first league games that we were playing. I think it was like our second or third. But, this team's good.
Yeah.
This team is good, and they got guys that can shoot it, I'll be anxious to see what kind of pace that they want to play at. We've seen them, slow it down and play half-court basketball in zone, and we've also seen them press and get after it. We're gonna stay the same old us. We're gonna get out and pressure and try and make them uncomfortable. And I wouldn't expect anything but a good game. So we're ready for it.
All right, best of luck to you. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thanks.
Bryson Flax, head coach of the Southeast Trojans. His guys tonight here on the road on a Thursday night to take on the Minneapolis Lions.
Breakdowns never happen at a good time. Don't be caught off guard by the freezing temps ahead. Call Comfort Heating and Air now to make sure your furnace is ready. We sell American-made York products manufactured right here in the Midwest, so you'll get fast, friendly service without the wait. You can rely on the company that cares, Comfort Heating and Air.
You can rely on the company that cares. We're Comfort Heating and Air.
Loose ball on the floor, the referee signals jump ball, and the Trojans will gain the possession.
Hi, it's Lynell Garrettson with SalinaHomes.com. The real estate game can be a lot like basketball when you need to get the jump on the competition. Whether you're a first-time buyer, upsizing, downsizing, or investing in rentals, commercial buildings, or delving into land or real property, I have the knowledge and the desire to help you get the jump on your real estate needs. Buy or sell, call Lynell at SalinaHomes.com.
Home matters. That's why at Kansas Wesleyan, we've offered new scholarships designed to help you get a great education right here in Salina. The Saline County Scholarship is a $70,000 award for any new undergraduate student who resides in or comes from a school in Saline County. There's also the Ad Astra Scholarship, a $60,000 award for any new students who are Kansas residents. For more information, please visit kwu.edu/admissions. That's kwu.edu/admissions.
Don't get caught on empty. Fill up on all your basic needs at Asaria Oil and Hardware. We want to be sure all our Trojans are fueled up for the big game. Whether you're on the field or in the stands, start with a full tank of gas for your car or your belly. Get your favorite pizza and snacks to have enough stamina to get that Trojan win. Asaria Oil and Hardware, located in Asaria at the corner of Center and Main. We'll fill you up.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Back here at Minneapolis High School, Minneapolis Lions 10-4 on the season. They're 3-1 in league play. They're going to get ready to take on the Southeast of Saline Trojans. 9-6 overall, 4-2 in league play. Back after this on KINA.
For years, Comfort Heating and Air has installed home air purifiers that help reduce dust, pollen, and pet dander, helping with allergies and making your home a healthier place. But did you know we also carry a full line of indoor air quality products to protect your home or business against airborne bacteria and viruses? In fact, our systems are proven over 99% successful to reduce the COVID-19 virus in just 30 minutes and start at just $499. Finance and easy pay options available. Make your home the safest place it can be with proven clean air technology. From Comfort Heating and Air, the company that cares.
Salina Regional's Orthopedic and Sports Medicine is your home field advantage. Led by orthopedic surgeons Drs. Timothy Hawks and Travis Rump and sports medicine physician Dr. Matthew Pyle, along with an A-team of certified athletic trainers and physical therapists, we are ready when you need us to help prevent injuries, enhance performance, or to heal through surgery and rehabilitation. For area athletes to weekend warriors, the home field advantage starts at Salina Regional Orthopedic and Sports Medicine.
Frisbee Construction is a service organization for the commercial grain industry dedicated to giving you the best in planning, the best in quality, and the best of workmanship, and overall the best value for your dollar since 1949. Frisbee Construction specializes in new construction as well as remodel and repair of grain handling facilities throughout the Midwest. Frisbee Construction Company in Gypsum has emergency crews available as needed. For more information, go to frisbeeinc.com.
This is Trojan Basketball on KINA.
Ready to start here on the lineups for Southeast of Saline and Minneapolis. Let's first meet the Minneapolis Lions, 10-4 overall. They're coming off of a week last week in which they could not practice and could not play due to COVID reasons. They're 3-1 in league play. They will start Nolan White. The team's leading scorer is 16 points a game, along with Spencer Davidson, also 16 points a game. Davidson grabs 9.5 rebounds per contest. Trent Meckel also in the starting lineup. He's a 5'10 senior, averaging 10 points a game, along with Mr. Smith, a 6'3 freshman, averaging 5.5 points a game, 6 rebounds, and Riker Nelson, a 5'6 junior, averaging 2.5 points, 3.5 rebounds per game. For the Southeast of Saline Trojans, under the direction of Bryson Flax, 9-6 overall, 4-2 in league play. They will start Camden Spano-Lund. He's on a tear right now. 42 points over his last 2 games. He scored 20 in the first half Tuesday against Beloit. Jackson Gebhardt's a 6-foot senior. He scores 12 points a game, leads the team in steals, also grabs 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Brian Banks, the 6'1 senior, averages 7 points a game, also 4 rebounds and 2 assists. And the 2 sensational sophomores for Southeast. Nakari Morikel-Palmer, the 6'2 sophomore, leads the team in assists at 3.5 per game. He also scores 10 points and grabs 7 rebounds. And Eli Sawyer, a 6'4 sophomore, 14 points a game. He's the team's leading scorer. Also leads the Trojans in rebounding at 7.5, and he has 20 blocks on the season. Southeast of Saline, 9-6. They're 4-2 in league play under the direction of Bryson Flex. Minneapolis, 10-4 overall, 3-1 in league play under the direction of John Darrow. New Image Audio, keys to success tonight, Jathan. We know this is going to be a good one. How does Southeast of Saline come out with a W?
Oh, just keeping up their defense, and that's where their defense turns into offense and coming out with a little chip on their shoulder and bringing it to these Lions as they like to be bringing it to themselves. But when they play with a little chip on their shoulder, a little swag, I like to say, and it's just a wonderful where they pass the ball around so well, and they share the ball extremely well and have vision for everybody. But when those shots are falling well and getting their defense and getting going on off, it really just rolls in the offense side.
Not a lot of games going on tonight, but when we check the Bennington State Bank scoreboard, the Kansas Jayhawks lead Iowa State 75-51, and the Sacred Heart girls lead Republic County's girls 38-10. Southeast of Saline will start out in their road purple jerseys trimmed in white and black. Minneapolis starts out in their home whites, trimmed in navy blue and a little bit of crimson around the letters and the numerals. Southeast of Saline down deep to Bryant Banks. He collects the defense, now plays it out to Eli Sawyers, who threw a pass hard to handle underneath the backboard to Nakari Morikel-Palmer, and Southeast starts out with a turnover.
You almost think Nakari was ready for Eli to shoot that shot as he normally does, that outside shot, but he was ready for a pass quite out of his fingertips.
First possession of the game for Southeast, turns it over to Minneapolis. Out high with the basketball, Spencer Davidson has it. Davidson now gives it up, gets it right back, shot up, no good. And Nakari Morikel-Palmer up high off the glass with the rebound. Back the other way come the Trojans. Jackson Gebhardt dancing with it on the right-hand side. Off to Camden Spano-Lund, and there to take that pass between the two was Trent Meckel. That was an impressive steal by Meckel in close proximity. And now he'll travel with the basketball and give it right back to Southeast of Saline.
Yeah, that was pretty slick there by Meckel, how he stole that ball from Camden, who normally doesn't happen to him. That was a pretty slick little steal there by Meckel.
Southeast of Saline gets it back, still looking for our first points as we are a minute into this contest. Brian Banks has it. He wants to drive to the lane line right-hand side. Now leaves his feet, throws it out with the left hand to Spano-Lund. His three-pointer no good. Nakari soaring in with the rebound. He doesn't bring it down, tips it while he's in the air, and it comes up empty. Live stream video of this contest right now on Salina Post. And you're going to see, if you're watching that, Spencer Davidson miss a layup on the left-hand side. Back come the Trojans the other way, and Eli Sawyer's dribble. That's poked out of bounds from behind by Smith, and it goes out Southeast of Saline. We'll have it. Not sure what that was.
No, me neither. Still trying to figure it out. He got poked out of the way.
Now a foul from behind. Smith trying to keep the ball from getting into the low block to Eli Sawyers, and he gets called with a push from behind.
That'll be Mr. Smith's first personal foul. Team foul number 1. First foul of the game.
Brian Banks with it on the inbounds. Now out to Nakari. He plays it off to Spanalan. He has a no-look pass inside to Eli Sawyers. That really threw the defense for a loop, and Sawyers ends up with a 2 off the window. Boy, what a play by Camden Spanalan. Quickly back down the floor. Minneapolis puts it up off the window. No good. Nakari with another rebound, and he throws a jet down the sideline, and it goes out of bounds. The official said to Minneapolis. Second turnover for Southeast.
Brody Vance checks in for Minneapolis quickly for the Lions, but thought that ball at least got tipped out of bounds by Minneapolis.
Body reaction of Gebhardt didn't tell a whole lot. Nakari thought it was tipped, but not a lot of complaining there either. 2-0 Southeast of Saline. 3-pointer by Minneapolis. You might remember in the game where they came to Southeast of Saline, their range was when they started into the gym. They really didn't have anything close to the three-point line. That's why everybody was pretty tense while they shot a three-pointer to tie the game in the final seconds, but it came up too strong, no good, and Southeast of Saline got out of there with a 3-point victory that night. That was back on January 8th. Here's Cameron Spano-Lund dicing to the paint, going to get it between a couple of defenders. He is fouled and will visit the free throw line.
Fouls on Brody Vance, his first personal foul. Send Cam to the line for Southeast to shoot 2.
20 points in the first 2 quarters against Beloit on Tuesday for Cameron Spano-Lund. He also had 22 last Friday night against the Chapman Irish on the road. Missed his first free throw here, and a chance to extend the lead for Southeast of Saline by 1 on the second free throw. He got that one to go. 3-0 Southeast of Saline. Little full court pressure now from the Trojans. They'll force Riker Nelson up the sideline on the right-hand side, and a foul will be called against Spano-Lund.
That'll be his first personal foul. Got it with the hip check. And that'll bring in Daniel Watson for Minneapolis. Quickly, subs are coming in for Minneapolis. Southeast Saline remains their starting 5.
Watson, a 5'11 senior. Here's a lob pass over the top all the way from the Southeast bench into Spencer Davidson, who finishes. Minneapolis is on the board after the Southeast of Saline 3-0 start. 3-2 our score. 5.5 minutes left to go, first quarter. Nakari with a one-handed pass down along the baseline. Bryant Banks. Bryant gets into the paint. Double-teamed. Might have been a little contact on that forearm as he comes up short on that. Minneapolis back down the floor again quickly. And Camden Spano-Lund, the only one back, is forced to foul. That'll be 2 quick ones now on Cam.
Yeah, unfortunately for Cam, who's struggling shooting off this first quarter here, but he has 2 quick fouls with 5 minutes, only 3 minutes into the game with 2 fouls.
I find it interesting. Bryson Flax told me in pregame he's curious at what tempo Minneapolis wants to play this game. He said this is a team that will run, or it's a team that will really muddy things up and slow things down against you. It appears the Lions want to get out and run in this game.
Yeah, it doesn't mean they'll be maintaining it throughout the entire game as Watson makes his second free throw.
We are tied up. Each team has missed a free throw, and now leaving us with a 3-3 score. Camden Spano-Lund still in there with 2 fouls. He dishes off to Jackson Gebhardt, who absorbs a lot of contact underneath the basket, but still scores off the glass on the right-hand side. Davidson now across the timeline stumbles. Takes it out to Meckel. Meckel's long 3, no good. Rebound in question, taken in by Eli Sawyers. Here's a 3-on-2 break. Sawyers right down the middle of the paint. Left-handed layup is good. Eli Sawyers has 4. The defense never committed, and he took it down. Now back the other way. Here's a block by Sawyers, and Brody Vance hit the floor hard. Boy, his head bounced off the court there. They might want to check on him. Banks out to Sawyers. Now to Gebhardt for 3. In the corner. Can't get it to go. Davidson with the rebound.
Yeah, Vance.
Boy, I cannot believe they're still letting this game play on.
That was questionable. They stopped it when Southeast Saline had the ball back.
That was a great defensive play by Sawyers, but Vance just hit the floor awfully hard. Looks like he's in there running offense now, though. Seems to be all right. Now a long three-pointer by Nolan White for Minneapolis. They have taken Trojans back down now to a 1-point lead, 7-6. Southeast with Gebhardt inside. Try to get it off the window from outside. Here comes Nakari in to score. And a timeout called by Bryson Flax. He came sprinting down the sidelines, to call a 30-second timeout with 3:42 left to play. It's 9-6. Southeast of Saline with the lead. You're listening to it right here on KINA.
Whether on the field, court, or in the operating room, experience matters. A coach loves an experienced team just like a patient values an experienced doctor. Salina Ortho has AVOS board-certified physicians with over 40 years of orthopedic service. If you need help staying active or just want to discuss options regarding the newest techniques and services and specialties that Salina Ortho provides, see one of our trusted physicians or visit salinaortho.com. Salina Ortho, your voice, your choice, past, present, and future.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Quick start here for both these teams. Not a lot of scoring, but they're getting up and down the floor. 9-6. Southeast of Saline leads it by 3. Minneapolis gets the basketball in. Nolan White brings it across the timeline. He'll play it to Spencer Davidson, standing in front of the Southeast bench. Here's a drive now, and a foul on the floor will be called against Nakari Moracle-Palmer as he got his hip into Daniel Watson.
Yeah, the foul was on before the shot was going up. The Nakari's first personal foul.
3 team fouls for Southeast of Saline. Remember, Camden Spanalund has 2 of those. He's on the bench right now, taking a break along with Bryant Banks. A long shot put up by Minneapolis. That's no good. Here comes Southeast in transition. Sawyers all the way to the cup off the feed from Moracle-Palmer. Stymied at the rim, but he is fouled, and he will go to the free throw line.
They almost put that last foul, I think, on Luke Gebhardt. It might be something we need to keep in mind because he had 21 on the board. But obviously it was on Nakari, and this foul is going against Nolan White.
Interesting. First free throw for Eli Sawyers is short. No good. Which obviously, if you're Southeast of Saline, you would rather have Luke get that foul. He doesn't get in foul trouble hardly at all.
Either does Nakari either, though, that much. But early on in this game, you might as well give it to the one that doesn't get foul trouble much.
Second free throw by Sawyers is good. Eli, early on in this game, has 5. Here comes Trent Meckel up against the pressure of Jackson Gebhardt. Now to Spencer Davidson, and Minneapolis throws it away. For the Lions, their second turnover of the night. And Southeast of Saline still continues to lead by 4. Brian Banks will check back into the game. He will replace Eli Sawyers, who's off to a good start.
Brian Banks does such a great job on the inside of the game. And he can also bring out and shoot the outside shot, too. But just one of those players where when he wants to turn it on like he did Tuesday, it was just a tremendous game to watch him.
Drake Augustine into the game along with Luke Gebhardt, as you mentioned, Jathan, for Southeast of Saline. Augustine on the right wing, buries it down in the low post with Banks, and they're going to say Bryant shuffled his feet, got called with a traveling violation. A minuscule call there that was noticed by the baseline official. Spencer Davidson doesn't look like he's feeling that well right now, right in front of us.
Sure doesn't. I think that's why Flax might have brought him in and keep fresh body on. Spencer he likes to be on the outside as well.
Michael Murray has shed his warm-up. He's coming to the scorer's table early on. Sawyers, Spanalund on the bench with a rest right now. The Southeast of Saline junior varsity team got a victory earlier tonight against Minneapolis. They continue to win basketball games. Here's a shot put up by Minneapolis in the sticky fingers of Nakari Moracle-Palmer with another rebound. Boy, he is so good around the rim.
He is. Those long arms just stretch out.
Skip pass over the top of the defense. Three-pointer by Gebhardt. That's no good. Nakari with another rebound. He dumps it down to Drake Augustine for 2. Boy, it is all Nakari right now on the boards for Southeast.
Just a tremendous job there. Jumping everybody and grabbing that rebound. Like you said, those sticky fingers.
There's a ball on the floor. It's going to be tied up and in dual possession in favor of Minneapolis. The Lions will keep it. Do you think Bryson Flax watches video and pauses it when Nakari's in the air like that and shows it to him? Does he even know?
Well, and I asked, they referee a big kindergarten game that I go to every Saturday, him and Eli Sawyers and Nakari. And I asked Eli, like, you guys play together? He's like, no. Nakari doesn't even play basketball in the summertime. He just keeps in shape.
Oh, boy. There's a shot put up by Minneapolis that's missed, and immediately Mr. Smith gets a rebound for the Lions. That might have something to do with Nakari being out of the game. He has been cleaning the glass here in Minneapolis at the high school early on in this contest. 12-8 now. Southeast had a brief 6-point lead. That's trimmed down to 4. Basketball on the floor. Banks goes down after it. He saves it, but it goes to the wrong color jersey. Now into the backcourt. Luke Gebhardt has it, but he shuffled his feet. Couldn't get the brakes on in time. 4 turnovers for Southeast of Saline.
That entry pass from Drake shouldn't have even gone to Bryant Banks. Couldn't handle it as he was getting quickly guarded on that pick and roll. That's where all that just stemmed from. And another turnover on Southeast of Saline down further on the court.
1:35 left to play here in the first quarter. Minneapolis with the basketball on their end. They trail Southeast of Saline by 4. We mentioned it at the onset. This was a team in Minneapolis, both boys and girls last week, Jathan. They couldn't practice and couldn't play. They were in quarantine the whole week. And here's a backdoor cut that goes to Daniel Watson for 2. So they had a tough game against, actually that was 2 weeks ago. They had a tough game against, no, it was last week. They had a tough game Tuesday against Ellsworth in which they got a victory and now playing Southeast. Minneapolis up the floor after a long miss from Southeast of Saline. This Thursday game screwed me all up there. Did you catch that?
I did. I mean, it's Luke Gebhardt, a nice block there.
Nice strip down low. Mr. Smith was going up to score, and Luke Gebhardt took it away. Let's get pass over the top of the defense to Jackson Gebhardt, and they're going to call him with a travel. Jackson with a really athletic reverse layup on the backside, but Bryson Flax is going to have a conversation of why that might have been a travel. Sometimes quick feet get the refs into a bad call, too. You know it?
Yeah, and they just assume that whistle's already in their mouth, just assume it's going to be a traveling call.
Kansas Jayhawks have won 97-64 in their game against Iowa State. Jayhawks stringing together a couple of wins now after their victory against Oklahoma State Saturday.
Going to get a foul called on Drake Augustine, his first personal foul, reaching in on an inside pass from to Mr. Smith. Team foul number 4.
That leaves 37 seconds left for Minneapolis to do something here. First quarter, Spencer Davidson will check back in as Minneapolis will inbound underneath their own basket. Baseline entry coming here from Daniel Watson. Stolen away, Nakari Miracle-Palmer. Nakari down the paint, goes up and scores. Nakari with the theft and the 2, his first basket of the game. But he has dominated this contest, even though he only has 2 points. Here's a steal now. Drake Augustine up the floor to Bryant Banks. Banks will leave the layup strong, and they're going to have a foul called in the middle of the floor. They're going to say Spencer Davidson was fouled by Eli Sawyers, and Bryson Flax might lose it here, and I don't blame him. Not only did you make a bad call, but you stopped a fast break.
And then you can't tell me you watched that all the way through. I mean, ball was already to Bryant Banks when the whistle is blowing off.
Banks over there in the ear of Davidson, wanting to know why he chose to do that. That was almost like standing in front of a train. Now Minneapolis nearly throws it away. 14 seconds left to go. Interesting first quarter. It always is with these two teams.
It is, and give credit, though, to Spencer Davidson. I mean, he does that so well, the charge or taking the charge call, as Southeast Saline got a steal here.
Banks took it away off to Nakari Miracle-Palmer. Turnover number 4 from Minneapolis. Clock down to 8. Michael Murray has it now. Clock down to 6. Backdoor cut Nakari all the way to the cup. Made it look so easy, and that will end the quarter. Nakari Miracle-Palmer with 4, and we are at the end of 1. Southeast of Saline retains their biggest lead of that first period. 16-10, Trojans up by a half a dozen. You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball, and it's brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
Okay, so insurance is something that we all need, but it really can be confusing. But did you know that there's an agency that you actually want to do business with? It's called Smart Insurance. The team at Smart Insurance can give you advice on what you need. And the most important part, they will help you understand everything related to your insurance coverage, peace of mind, and protection that you deserve. Smart Insurance, great to do business with and easy to find with 3 locations in Salina, Abilene, and Harrington. Get their number on Facebook and call them today.
Stardust Trophy in downtown Salina is your full-service headquarters for trophies and awards for club and sporting events. But did you know Stardust Trophies also makes employee name tags with your company logo? They engrave executive awards like desk clocks and pen desk sets. They imprint artwork and photos on T-shirts, coffee mugs, mouse pads, even personal calculators. Stardust Trophy carries clear sports ball holders on wood bases for treasured or autographed balls from footballs to golf balls. Go to full-service Stardust Trophy, 121 South Santa Fe, downtown Salina.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
Back here, Minneapolis High School, Devin Haney, Jathan Show. Southeast off to a 6-point lead. Jathan after that first quarter, as they are leading. Nakari Miracle-Palmer out to a good start with 6.
And he's doing the job on both ends, offense and defense, getting the rebounds, just playing really well all the way around the court. And we need more of that, too, going into this later half of this season here for Southeast.
Sawyers, Banks, Augustine, along with Jackson Gebhardt and Morical Palmer on the floor for Southeast. Here's Sawyers. He had to pick one up off the deck, threw up a three-pointer. That really disturbs your rhythm. I don't know of any shooting drill where you pick the ball up off the floor and then gun it. 16-10. 7:28 left to play as we are just underway second quarter. If you missed it earlier tonight, Southeast of Saline's girls won their 7th in a row, 46-36 over the Minneapolis Lions. Here's Spencer Davidson for 3. He now has 5.
A big guy can really shoot the ball well outside as he likes to move outside, shoot the outside shot.
Gebhardt with it. Left-hand wing. Into the paint. Banks, pump fake, throws the defender, missed the shot, and now the ball still loose in question. Augustine takes a dive after it, can't get it. Up the floor, left-hand sideline, here we go. Nolan White behind his back, gets to the middle lane, and the runner is good. Athletic play by Nolan White. He has 5. And a little 5-0 run here by Minneapolis, making this a 1-point game. Southeast might be in a little foul trouble here, especially with their ball handlers. Augustine has 2. Camden Spano-Lund is still on the bench with 2.
You wonder how long they're going to keep Cam on the bench, though, with Southeast Saline have another turnover.
Here's the help side defense coming across. Davidson takes another steal away. Up the floor, Minneapolis. Dishing off, wide open, Brody Vance, and Minneapolis has the lead. It's a big 7-0 run for Minneapolis. They've taken a 1-point lead. They are up 17-16, 30-second timeout. Southeast of Saline will step aside. Back with more Trojan basketball after this.
Generations of confidence, relationships for life. Since establishing business in 1887, the Bank of Tuscany has built its reputation on personal service and community promotion. Family owned and locally operated in communities of Tuscany, Lincoln, Saline, and Lynchburg. The Bank of Tuscany strives to provide customers with a competitive array of loan and deposit products that aid in their financial success. Visit us today and see why so many people have helped the Bank of Tuscany become one of the strongest banks in Kansas. Bank of Tuscany, member FDIC.
We're growing your way. We're the Bank of Tuscany.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline basketball on KINA.
In less than 2 minutes, Minneapolis took away Southeast of Saline's 6-point lead with a 7-0 run. Camden Spano-Lund back into the game. Lions lead 17-16. Akari Morical Palmer on the inside. Now he'll play it to Eli Sawyers. Eli pulls up on the baseline short corner and scores. 7 points now for Eli Sawyers. What a pretty move that was.
Sure was, and as we were speaking, Cam came off the bench for Drake during that last time out.
Here's an entry pass intended for Mr. Smith down low. Has it go off his right forearm and out of bounds.
Just where Southeast Saline settled down their offensive side and got a good layup there by Eli Sawyers. Hopefully they can redo it after this turnover from Minneapolis.
Spano-Lund down the court, plays at top of the circle to Banks. Isolation play inside to Nakari. And that is a beautiful, easy play. John Darrow losing his mind about Nakari taking that ball out of the net, but he set it down underneath the goal for Minneapolis. He did not tap it. So that becomes a judgment call for the official. Here's Spencer Davidson inside, throws up a wild left-handed shot. That's no good. A rebound by Minneapolis, put back no good. And now Mr. Smith gets in there, and they call a foul. That will send Smith to the free throw line.
Fouls on Eli Sawyer. It's his first personal foul. Smith at the line for Minneapolis.
And again, if you're listening or watching, you're not familiar with the Minneapolis Lions. We call him Mr. Smith, not out of a due of respect. We do respect him, but the young man's name is Mr. Smith, the 6'3" freshman who knocks down his first free throw.
Yep, I always have to turn my head, too, make sure I'm saying it right. Mm-hmm. If he's a teacher, it'll be Mr. Smith.
It would be. Or just Mr. Smith.
Either way.
Either way, he made 2 free throws. 4 points now. He's going to be fun to watch. You talk about him and also Nakari, a freshman and a sophomore respectively. The NCAA is loaded with some young talent. We've seen it every single night. Here's a three-pointer put up by Jackson Gebhardt. He's been cold to start this game.
That's backcourt.
Yep. Rebound comes down to Minneapolis, but then they get careless with it, and they throw it to Spencer Davidson, who's in the backcourt.
You got to have your possession on the other half court of the side before you can come down with it.
Doesn't matter how long you leap to get on the other side of the floor. It's where you last had your feet firmly on the court.
It's still cold in here, Devin. My hands
it
are
is.
freezing.
It's cold outside, too.
Yeah.
Just count our blessings.
At least we're inside.
At least
Not
we're
football
inside.
season.
That's right. 4:49 left to go. Good basketball game here in front of us. That's keeping our attention right now. Banks, high post, gets it down low to Gebhardt. Gebhardt stepped underneath the board, trying to finish it on the backside, and he was just hammered. And now Bryson Flax is going to have a conversation with the official about that. Eli Sawyers gets up and has a rebound that he had to go through traffic for. 20-19, Southeast of Saline brings it back down on their offensive end. Maurico Palmer with it. Came off a screen, thought about a three, now takes 2 dribbles, and he'll splash it home from there. Nakari's got a look to him tonight, doesn't he? He has 10 already.
He sure does, and I'm just glad to see him able to shoot the outside shot besides being so passive, because he just has a great stroke. Seldom gets off the ground too much.
Near steal now by Maurico Palmer on the far side. He put Southeast of Saline back up by 4. After Minneapolis made that little run and took a 1-point lead, Southeast now starting to hold them back at arm's length. It might be a short arm, but it's arm's length as we're halfway through the second quarter. 23-19. Here's a three-pointer from the Lions off the baseline side. That's no good. Sawyers with another rebound. Boy, Eli's collecting a bunch of rebounds tonight. Here's possession back to Maurico Palmer. Backdoor spot on one. Bobbled the basketball. Can't get the shot to go down. Beautiful play. Just missed it on the back end. Minneapolis comes away with it. In the open floor, back to the middle, Trent Meckel, now to Spencer Davidson. Davidson squares up on Sawyers, pitches it out for a three. That's no good. Eli Sawyers, another rebound on the defensive end. Up to Luke Gebhardt. He'll stop at the three-point line on the right-hand wing. Back to Maurico Palmer. Nakari will drive now, play it out to Eli Sawyers. Sawyers squares up, looks at Davidson. Wants to know what Spencer wants to do. Now he hands it off to Maurico Palmer. Nakari has to get around the defender, and he will, and a foul will be called.
Foul will be on Mr. Smith, his second personal foul. Kind of a tough guard to match up, but that is sure a fun matchup to watch as Brody Vance checks in for Mr. Smith.
3:21 left to play. It's a 4-point Southeast of Saline lead. Luke Gebhardt, Nakari Maurico Palmer, Brian Banks, Eli Sawyers, Spano Lund, Camden, throws it in to Brian Banks. Now they go back up top of the circle to Spano Lund. He plays it to Eli Sawyers on the back cut. Out to Gebhardt. Luke for three. Can't get it to go. Weak side rebound taken in by Spencer Davidson. Well, that was a good possession off the inbounds for Southeast. They just couldn't hit the shot. And really cold shooting on both sides so far in this game.
Yeah, very much so. And that's where these rebounds, offensive rebounds, putbacks are really becoming true for each team.
Brody Vance inside. A beautiful pass to the backside of these Minneapolis offense to Riker Nelson for his first basket. The 6th Minneapolis player to score in this first half. 23-21. Southeast of Saline's lead trimmed back to 2. A brief lead by the Lions of 1 is all they've had. And now a traveling violation will be whistled here against Brian Banks as he was trying to back down the defender in the paint.
Jackson Gebhardt checks in for Nakari with 2:30 left in the second quarter. We're going to get a timeout here. 30-second timeout for Minneapolis.
We'll step away. 2.5 minutes left to go here in the first half. Southeast with a 2-point lead on KINA.
Nowadays, everything's on our phones. So why not have access to your bank at your fingertips as well? With the First Bank Kansas mobile app, you can deposit checks, pay bills, and transfer money straight from your smartphone. You can bank from the comfort of your home and have 24-hour access to your money. First Bank Kansas makes mobile banking quick, secure, and convenient. Download the app today or give them a call at one of their locations in Salina, Ellsworth, McPherson, Abilene, Lindsborg, or Hutchinson. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
Devin and Jathan back here at the Minneapolis High School. Glad you could join us, however you may be, either on KINA, 910 AM, 107.5 FM, or live stream video on Salina Post. That's brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital. 23-21, Southeast of Saline leads it by a bucket. 2:22 left to go here in the second quarter. Minneapolis with the basketball. Long three, left wing. That won't go. Yes, it will. Boy, a high bounce and then a shot that fell in for Nolan White. That's his second three of the game.
That ball went up about 6 foot above the rim and came back down right in the basket.
Defense ratchets up a little bit now for the Lions. They're giving Southeast some problems. Sawyers with the ball off the feed from Banks. Eli stops and pops. Boy, he is so tough in that mid-range action. We talk about Mallory Pearson with the girls a lot doing that. Eli has the capability to do that as well.
He does, and that's just a nice little dead spot there for Southeast of Saline.
Now Southeast turning it up on defense. They nearly had a turnover on the near side right in front of the Trojan bench, and now they get a 3-second violation out of the Lions. That is turnover number 6 for Minneapolis.
Nakari coming back in for Bryant Banks, it looks like.
Yep. So he will go to the baseline side. Join Camden Spano Lund, Luke Gebhardt, Jackson Gebhardt, Eli Sawyers, the all-hair team for Southeast, already down the floor.
All-hair team.
Just noticed that. I mean, I'm going to notice some stuff like that. 90 seconds left to play. It's a 1-point lead for the Trojans. Spano Lund, quick trigger left side. There, he got it to go. Camden Spano Lund, the three-pointer, a quick release off the left wing.
Just a great job by Southie Saline setting up their offense, slowing it down a little bit, not pushing the issue, and finding wide open Cam.
Spencer Davidson drives it all the way to the paint. Plays it off to Riker Nelson, who comes up with a beautiful drive and a teardrop shot over the defense. 28-26, Southeast of Saline leading by 2. 1 minute left to play here before halftime. Spano Lund into the paint, kicks out. Luke Gebhardt, three-pointer from the corner, no good. Rebound batted around. Sawyers will control it with 53 seconds left to play. Nakari Morico-Palmer directing traffic, gets it to Sawyers, and a foul called. This will be Minneapolis' 5th team foul.
Fouled on Riker Nelson, but that's a great realization, awareness there by Nakari, realizing Riker was on Eli Sawyers and took him.
Mismatch.
Take him to the basket because you got size advantage there.
Great call, Jathan, and Nakari saw that as well. Nakari has the ball off the inbounds, elevates, tries to get it down to Luke Gebhardt, and it's going to be taken away by Trent Meckel. Turnover 8 for Southeast. 40 seconds left to go here before halftime. 28-26 is our score. Southeast right now nursing a 2-point lead. John Darrow in front of us, the Minneapolis head coach, wants to call a play. He will call probably a handoff that usually is easy for Minneapolis, but out there in the passing lanes was Camden Spano Lund, and Minneapolis lucky to retain possession here.
Yeah, just a great job by Cam and Jackson talking, figuring out who's going to guard who.
They'll throw it into the backcourt this time. Trent Meckel has it. Jackson Gebhardt right there with him in his hip pocket. Jackson sticking to him like glue. Now off to Daniel Watson. Watson throws a pass way far left. Nolan White has it. Clock down to 12. Spencer Davidson now back to White. They're looking for the three. There's the quick trigger from Nolan White, and he got it. White with his third three of the night. That leaves 6 seconds for Southeast. Here they come across the timeline. Spano Lund on the accelerator all the way to the cup, and a charging foul called. That's a big one on Cam because that will be number 3.
Yeah, unfortunate for his Southie Saline. He had his feet set there. Just a nice job by Minneapolis getting back on defense, and too bad it didn't like Cam just to spot up for that three-point shot. No chance left with 0.6 seconds left as Cam picked up his third personal foul.
That is a big, big sequence of events in this game. Minneapolis will most likely go in with a 1-point lead, and Camden Spano Lund has 3 fouls to think about during the intermission. 29-28, our score. Minneapolis leading it by a single digit. When we come back, numbers from the first half. Also a conversation with Shauna Smith about the victory earlier tonight for Southeast of Saline's ladies. It's all coming up at halftime. It's brought to you by Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories right here on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
At United Capital Management of Kansas, Inc., we have seen communities come together and businesses using creativity and ingenuity to not only survive during uncertainty, but thrive. At United Capital Management, we have a positive outlook for 2021 and look forward to assisting you with your financial plan. Our new location is 227 North Santa Fe in downtown Salina. Call United Capital Management today to schedule a meeting over the phone, on Zoom, or in person. 785-823-7900. Or visit our website, ucmofkansas.com.
This is the Trojan Halftime Report. Coming up, a first half recap. Shot at the horn! Stats, interviews, and a look at other area games. Now, let's get back to the gym for Trojan Halftime on KINA.
Back here at the intermission break, Minneapolis High School, the Lions have come from behind. They lead Southeast of Saline at halftime of the boys contest 29-17. 32-28. Time now to revisit the game we had earlier this evening with Shauna Smith, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Lady Trojans. And, Coach, we knew that Minneapolis would come out and give you a much different game than what they did January 8th at your place. That was a game that you were able to get out, and you had a great start in that game. Got out to a double-digit lead early on, started the contest on a big run. That wasn't the case here tonight on their home floor. They kind of muddied the contest up a little bit. It was 8-8 at the end of the first quarter. And Minneapolis came out, and they played it almost a wide-open spread-type offense against you, didn't they? And sometimes it puts your defense in a bad spot.
Yeah, and I told the girls yesterday this game wasn't going to be anything like it was the first time we played them. We knew that. And defensively, I just don't think we went over what they do, whatever. We just weren't really ready. We weren't communicating, and we let them on the boards. I mean, that started off. They kind of got going, and sometimes once you get going, it's hard to stop somebody.
Absolutely. You continue on. You do take a lead, though, into halftime, 17-13. You lead by 4 going into the break. What was the conversation at halftime with a 4-point lead?
Well, we needed offensively. I thought we just weren't turning corners. We were going soft. We were off our pick and rolls. We were very, very soft, and we wanted to slip some screens. Okay, and then also just got a rebound, and we wanted to get out and go. I thought just the other thing is we need to stay spread out because whoever Forte was guarding, she's standing in the lane. And that's when we finally just got those people more involved, whoever she was guarding. And, those kids actually just stepped up and hit some, threes. And I think several kids hit them on her.
Yeah. Yeah, and that was really the next point is you score 17 points in the first 2 quarters, but you put up 15 in the third. You get 3-pointers from 3 different players, Avery Castleman, Reagan Getz, Carson Slazner, and you were able to pull away a little bit in this game. You establish a 13-point lead. And your second half, you guys have kind of almost have developed a habit of this when you're not scoring the ball very well. You almost just grind people into the court. You keep after them defensively. You keep the pressure on with your tempo offensively. And sooner or later, the foundation cracks on the other side. And I feel like that's what happened tonight.
Yeah, and, we kind of talked to the girls about we got to wear them down. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of one thing. We haven't been going quite as deep in the bench, and we were in foul trouble a little bit tonight.
Yeah.
But I think we did a good job, too, just kind of grind. I like the word grinding them because we just made them run their offense over and over again. And, and then we finally got some stops there.
Yeah, free throw shooting was really good tonight, too. You don't get to the line a lot of because of the way this game was officiated. But in the fourth quarter, 6 of 8 from the free throw line. You're able to put it away in the game, 10 out of 12. And also you have the turnover edge once again, too. And when you play good defense, that helps.
Yeah, but think about, I think we had 3 or 4 turnovers in the first quarter, and they had nothing to do with it. It was bouncing off our foot. Whatever. I know we stepped out of bounds on one. Mm-hmm. I mean, those are unforced turnovers those are fixable things. Those aren't things, passing inside or whatever. Our turnovers haven't been a problem this year or anything. We just got to get better at those other things there. But overall, I think we did, played pretty well.
It looked like, and I don't want you to comment a lot on this game, but it looked like Elena tonight, she tweaked her ankle Tuesday against Beloit. It looked like she might have been a half step slow tonight. Did that have anything to do with what was going on defensively? It looked like maybe sometimes she was getting drove on off the dribble, and that usually doesn't happen to her.
Yeah, and I don't know, too, like you said, we weren't rebounding real well.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if that just hurt. She couldn't get off the ground. I don't know if there was nobody was rebounding tonight real well. I mean, I don't know what the kind of things. When I go back and watch film, I'll kind of see that a little bit more.
Is my math right? Was this your 100th game at Southeast of Saline?
I don't know.
Check it out and let me know. Okay. That's what I have. Seems impossible, but I have it. Your 100th game at Southeast of Saline. It's a victory. It's your 7th win in a row. You've now won 11 of your last 13. 12-5 now on the season. You have a tough week coming up next week, and I almost feel like this game moved to a Thursday helps you a little bit. It lengthens your weekend a little bit and lets you get ready for a back-to-back next week. You have Ellenwood coming in on Monday. That'll be a fun game because it's a different opponent, and then a road trip to Ellsworth on Tuesday. Talk about those 2 games.
Yeah, we kind of said we're kind of ready to play somebody different, somebody that doesn't know everything we do, and vice versa. And honestly, like tonight, we wanted a good competitive game. We really haven't had that game. I mean, our other games have been competitive, but we just haven't shot the ball well.
Right.
So, we played them, and then we turned around and played Ellsworth, and, I know last time we beat them, pretty easily, but we're not that type of team that's what we can rely on every night. So I'm not just going into Tuesday night saying that's going to be an easy game for us. We're always looking to prepare for that game that night. I never try to look way too far ahead and things.
You have another victory. That cushions your league lead right now. You're 7-0 in league play. But this game Monday night out of league against Ellenwood is still really important for you because right now you're in a dogfight as far as sub-state standings go for that number 2 spot in sub-state, aren't you?
Yeah, I saw today we were moved to number 3 because Heston technically beat us head-to-head. But they have some tough games coming up here that they have to win. I think they played Hillsborough tonight, and they have Haven still.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can just keep going where we're going.
Well, congratulations on the win tonight. Enjoy your extended weekend a little bit. Stay warm. We'll talk to you on Monday.
Thank you.
Shauna Smith, head coach of the Southeast of Saline Lady Trojans. Her girls tonight with a 10-point victory. They are now 12-5 on the season, 7-0 in league play. We got a good boys contest going on right now. It's Minneapolis by 1 at the break. Back with numbers from the first half after this on KINA.
Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories. Everything to bling out your ride in one place, including top quality lift kits, wheels and tires, bumpers, Jeep accessories, fender flares, bed covers, bed liners, step bars, even custom painting. Knopf Auto is the and soil dealer and has many synthetics and filters in stock. Visit Knopf Auto on Facebook for specials, great ideas, and let them make your truck stick out in a crowd. Knopf Auto and Truck Accessories, supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
Salina Septic Services provides septic services including septic tank installation, inspection, and repair. In addition to professional septic tank services, we also provide portable restroom rentals. We have many options available including his and hers portable restrooms and hand washing sinks. Setup, service, and removal are all part of our rentals. Whether you project a long-term construction job or a family gathering, we guarantee a clean porta potty. Find us today at salinasepticservice.com, proudly supporting the Southeast of Saline Trojans.
The Bennington State Bank proudly supports local sports and wants each student to know that their hard work and talent is noticed and appreciated. At Bennington State Bank, they care about local communities and are committed to fostering long-term relationships through the delivery of excellent customer service, integrity, and fairness. From helping local businesses acquire relief loans to supporting community youth and nonprofits to helping you purchase your dream home or invest in your future, Bennington State Bank is here to help. Give them a call to experience exceptional banking with hometown service. Bennington State Bank, your trusted hometown bank. Member FDIC.
You're telling me your driver turns you on remotely?
It feels so good. One gentle touch of a handy remote or mobile app and my motor's running. And don't fret, my little pickup pal. New Image Audio installs these inside trucks too.
Oh, yeah.
You'll want it when the winter chill hits. A remote start from New Image Audio for cars, trucks, even diesels. All systems remote and cell phone capable. Nationwide coverage. Get yours at New Image Audio on South Broadway.
In Salina.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Basketball on KINA.
29-28 at halftime as the Minneapolis band plays loud and proud. It's a 1-point lead for their Lions. Leading scorers so far, both with 11 points. Nakari Morico-Palmer for Southeast of Saline. Nolan White for Minneapolis. Jathan, are really good in an interesting first half of action. We usually get that when these two teams play. Your thoughts here as we head on into the second half?
Yeah, just an exciting first half for both squads, and just got to keep Nolan White contained because he can just shoot the ball from anywhere. As we've seen it back at Southeast of Saline, and he's already had 3 this game, so we need to keep an eye on him. But Nakari just needs to keep going on and playing on like he has been, getting those rebounds and doing the outside shooting. But as a whole, Southeast Saline's doing a tremendous job containing these Lions. But then Jackson Gebhardt is having a kind of quiet night here, only with 2 points in the first half.
KU beat Iowa State tonight. Just heard from Shauna Smith. And she talked about the Heston Swathers in Southeast of Saline going back and forth for the 2 seed at the Halstead Substate. Heston took a loss tonight on the road to Hillsborough. So right now, Southeast of Saline has a narrow lead for that 2 seed at the Substate. Here's a long 3-pointer unguarded up by Nolan White. He's the leading scorer for Minneapolis in the first half. Now he extends that with 14 points. He has 4 3-pointers.
Yeah, just 4 or 5 feet back behind the 3-point line. Still just got a hand in the face because anywhere he's open, it lights up for him.
So Mark Jackson in the NBA, when he's calling games, he says hand down, man down. If you don't get your hand up on a shooter, they're going to shoot her right in your face. And that's what happened at Southeast of Saline there. Nakari Morico-Palmer didn't come out and put a hand up. in Nolan White's face. Southeast of Saline comes up empty on their offensive possession. Minneapolis back down the floor. Spencer Davidson attacks the rack and scores. A big run here for Minneapolis. They have sprinted out now to their biggest lead of the game. It's 6, 34-28. Jackson Gebhardt gets inside and scores his second basket of the night.
Nice move by Jackson Gebhardt, trying to get it started here in this third quarter. Hopefully he can contain it and keep moving on.
Minneapolis back down the floor. White trying to back Oracle Palmer down. Nakari takes the rebound off the front of the lip. Nakari back down here looking for Bryant Banks on the pick and roll. Banks will pitch it way out to the corner. Gebhardt for 3. Jackson Gebhardt, a little 5-0 run. Just dropped the dagger from the far corner. Now he has 7. 33-34, Southeast of Saline down by 1. The confidence in Coach Flax to start Camden Spanel Lund with those 3 fouls, Jathan.
And I think that just shows tremendous trust that he has in Cam, as he even kept it in there when he got his 2 personal fouls real quick in the first quarter.
Here's Eli Sawyers down the floor, a little pull-up and a soft jumper. Eli's in double digits with 11. Now here comes Southeast of Saline on a 7-0 run. A steal for the Trojans. Make it 9-0. A turnover for Minneapolis, and Southeast of Saline running 9-0 after trailing 34-28. Down the floor, Davidson off the window. He'll stop the run. Spencer Davidson has 9 points. Still a 1-point Southeast lead. 37-36. You could almost just start a 10-game series with these two teams, couldn't you? Well, it'd have to be an odd number because that'd end up 5-5.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're just so entertaining when they play each other. Here's Gebhardt reversing and scoring. Boy, Jackson Gebhardt has really gone off here in this third. He has 7 in the quarter, 9 for the game.
Just a tremendous way he's starting out. Maybe Coach challenge him in the halftime. Start picking up your game.
Here's a turnover now, Minneapolis. 2 turnovers in their last 3 possessions. Touchdown pass down the floor. Sawyers with the reverse. Boy, that would have been a difficult shot for anybody else in the gym, but Eli Sawyers able to reverse it and protect the ball with the rim so the defender couldn't get there. And Southeast of Saline now on a 5-point lead. Wow.
That's just an incredible play. I mean, even Eli Sawyers realizing that Mr. Smith was coming on the right side, had the smarts to go on the left side to not have it blocked by on the right side.
Full court pressure now, Southeast of Saline. These Trojans, Jathan, are on a 13-2 run. They were trailing by 6 just a couple of minutes ago. Minneapolis nearly lost the basketball again. Here's Davidson with it, top of the circle. And a long shot by White. Hits the rim and goes in. Actually, that was Trent Meckel. His first 3 of the game. Actually, his first basket of the game. That's a little shocking.
That is, and just a long 3-point shot. Got the friendly roll in.
Here's Gebhardt driving along the baseline again. Puts a teardrop shot up, and they're going to say he was hacked on the elbow. Jackson Gebhardt will visit the free throw line.
Fouls on Brody Vance, second personal foul.
Hasn't been a lot of free throws in this game. That's the point I was going to make. Just 4 free throw attempts for both teams. Jackson Gebhardt will get a couple here. This first one hits the front of the rim and falls off no good. Halfway through the third period, 4:19 left to go. We went a long ways without a whistle there. Minneapolis came out, thought they were doing really good things, had a 6-point lead. And all of a sudden now, Southeast of Saline went up by 5. Now it's a 3-point Southeast lead as Gebhardt makes the second free throw.
And we had that dead ball whistle there because Jackson has shoe tied, but it would have been nice to see where it kept that momentum going if that shoe didn't come untied on him.
Yes, sir. Here's a traveling violation now whistled against Trent Meckel. So he shuffled his feet trying to get set up for that 3-pointer. And Southeast of Saline will take over. Another key stat so far in this third quarter. Minneapolis has turned the ball over 3 times. Southeast has yet to turn it over. Go ahead.
That's just where the possessions are. Southeast Saline has really capitalized on each possession that they get.
Drake Augustine has come into the game, so Camden Spanel Lund did his job. Played half of the third quarter, didn't commit a foul. That should get him out of foul trouble now for the 4th. Here's Gebhardt on a drive. How he does some of the things that Jackson Gebhardt does, I will have no idea. I can't explain that.
He bounced left with his left foot. That's an incredible move there to not get that charge call or blocking charge.
Anybody else tries that, they're going to tear all 7 of their ACLs. I mean, that's just the way it is. It's incredible. Entry pass, down low, Davidson. Banks bodies him up. Davidson kicks it back out. Now they have a streaker inside and a block from Nakari. It ends up with Eli Sawyers. It's a 3-on-2 break. Sawyers behind us, back to the rim. Nearly got it to go. And this gym on the southeast side would have just came unglued if Sawyers would have been able to make that layup after going behind his back to himself. Sawyers will go to the free throw line. We're seeing it all tonight.
Yeah, we are. That foul's on Brody Vance's third personal foul, but that was still amazing how he even got the ball back around there. I have a hard time just doing that standing still. But that's me you're talking about, too.
Sawyers misses the first free throw. We might go outside and our faces crack because of the cold weather, but I'm glad we got out tonight.
Yeah.
44-39. Sawyers will try to get the second free throw to go after missing the first. Shallow knee bend, and that one thinks about it but rolls home. 5 points in the quarter for Eli Sawyers. He has 14 for the game. 45-39, two-possession lead here for Southeast of Saline. 3:05 left to play. Left-hand wing with the basketballs, Nolan White. White now in deep again to Davidson. Banks there with a hand up, and Davidson gets enough of the window. It goes in. Spencer Davidson with 6 here in this quarter.
Not much more Bryant could do on that play. Hand in the face, and Spencer did a nice job.
Banks trying to post up down low. They throw a lob pass into him. And the baseline official called a foul, and I don't think Coach Flax is very happy with that. It's a turnover for Southeast of Saline, their first of the quarter, and a foul called on Bryant Banks. I don't know that Bryant was doing much more there than just establishing his position.
And either way, it could have been, if you're going to call that foul, make a double call anything, because he was getting held too, so that's why he had to get pushed off or push off. So
2:45 left to play here in the third. It's a 4-point Southeast of Saline lead now after their first turnover. Minneapolis has the basketball back. Davidson brings it up across the timeline. He'll hand it off to Trent Meckel. Now to Mr. Smith, who makes a wonderful pass inside to Daniel Watson for a bucket. 5 points for Watson, and the great assist there by Smith. 43-45, Southeast of Saline, leading Minneapolis here by 2. Augustine in the corner, traveled with the basketball. Back-to-back turnovers now by the Trojans.
Unfortunately there for Southeast of Saline, as this third quarter they came out really strong, but the subs coming in and got to keep up with what the starters started out with.
Yeah, Camden Spanalun, Morikel Palmer, and Banks all on the bench right now for Southeast. A traveling violation here, whistled against Nolan White. John Darrow calls Nolan White over and has a conversation with him.
He hates something.
Yes. Darrow still chirping a little bit.
Not at the refs, just at his players.
No, not at the refs at all. Here's Gebhardt pulling up from 16. That rims off no good. And now a pitch out. That's going to be stolen away by Drake Augustine. Boy, what a play by Augustine. Here comes Drake back the other way to Sawyers. And Sawyers just shook Spencer Davidson out of his white trunks. Back the other way, though. A defensive play by Gebhardt, and they're going to call a foul. As Mr. Smith was reaching up over Gebhardt's head, Jackson turned into a safety there, but they called a foul on that play. Not sure about that either.
No, ball's up in the air doesn't necessarily mean that they have possession of it. That'll be Jackson's first personal foul, though.
Beautiful blanket coverage by the all-counted defensive back. How's that?
He's going to Dodge City, right?
Yes, he is. There's a shot put up. Davidson airballed that one. And now Eli Sawyers throws it away. It ends up at 3-on-1 break. Mr. Smith to the rack. Sawyers denies him. Eli makes up for turning that ball over. Now he pitches it out to Luke Gebhardt. Gebhardt all the way to the rack. Left hand. Can't get it to go, but Jackson on the tip can't get it to go. Boy, we are helter-skelter right now, and a foul is going to stop the action. 1:21 left to go. It's a 4-point Southeast lead, and a foul called here against Luke Gebhardt.
That's Luke Gebhardt's second personal foul, as we were mentioning early on, that he's the one that got the foul besides Eli Sawyers. Nakari back in the lineup. It is too bad that Jackson didn't put it in and say, little brother, watch what I can do.
Well, it was a beautiful move by Luke to even get to the rim. He kind of stepped through and went with the left hand, left it a little bit long, and I thought Jackson was going to be able to come in on the backside and tip it in, but just couldn't get there. 1:11 left to play here in the third quarter. 4-point Southeast of Saline lead. Here's Trent Meckel driving off to the left-hand side, and a foul will be called against Southeast of Saline.
Foul's going to go against Nakari. That'll be his first personal foul.
Yeah, remember early on we thought he got a foul, but they gave it to Luke Gebhardt. So Luke has 2 now. Nakari has 1, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what the scoreboard has.
Okay.
Hopefully they copy what the book has.
Trent Meckel with the made free throw. Has 4 points in the quarter, 4 points for the game. Brian Banks will check in if Meckel is successful on the second attempt. On the way. Rattles off, no good. Sawyers with the rebound. Bryant will have to wait at the scorer's table. Sawyers comes down the floor, fades left, now hands it off on the flip to Luke Gebhardt. Back to Nakari Morical-Palmer, top of the circle, into the paint. Sawyers, and a charging violation called against Sawyers, and that's just a terrible call. Bryson Flax knows it, as there was no room for Eli Sawyers to come down on that play. The Minneapolis defender moved in right underneath him.
He was already leaning back anyways before Eli Sawyers was going up.
2 fouls now on Eli, and a turnover for Southeast of Saline. 48 seconds left to play here in the third. Spencer Davidson has it. It's a 3-point lead for the Trojans. Smith in the paint, spun with the basketball, and that's a bad call.
Maybe make-up call.
That was a beautiful move by Mr. Smith. He didn't make the shot, but it should have been a traveling violation. 38 seconds left to play. Southeast has it back. And again, just as we said during the girls' game, you don't want to criticize. You just hope that the calls even out over time, and so far those 2 calls just evened out. Sawyer's now with it. He wants to drive baseline. A little bit too much help there. He plays it out to Murray for 3. That one's short, no good. Davidson has it hit him in the shoulder, but Spencer able to bring it in. Minneapolis will have the basketball. 12 seconds left to play in the quarter. They are down by 3. Let's see if they try to tie here with a 3-pointer. They dump it into Davidson. Spencer on a spin move. A lot of help from Southeast. He stumbles, gets it out for a 3-pointer from Nilsson. That's no good, and Banks with the rebound and the end of the quarter. 47-44. It was a game of runs for both teams in that quarter. Southeast of Saline comes out with a 3-point lead. They'll take that to the 4th and final quarter. It's all coming up after this. It's Trojan basketball, brought to you by Salina Surgical Hospital.
Get the advantage this preseason with Can-Equip Service Advantage. Their preseason readiness optimization program saves you money and is backed by genuine Case IH parts and service. Inspection savings, labor discounts, priority service, special financing, extended warranties, and volume discounts now through December 31st. Get Case IH and Can-Equip on your team by scheduling your equipment today. Call or visit Can-Equip in Salina.
The Southeast of Saline School District has a long-standing reputation for excellence. This excellence in public education has been a source of great pride and one of the factors contributing to the quality of life in our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation works in partnership with the USD 306 School District and the community that it serves to maximize student potential, thereby creating a lasting legacy, not only for our children, but for our community. The Southeast of Saline Education Foundation salutes the Trojan sports program.
You're listening to Southeast Trojan Hoops on KINA.
47-44, Southeast of Saline leading by 3 as we go to the 4th and final quarter. Jathan, Southeast will start out with the basketball. Your thoughts on that quarter? It was a wild one.
It was a wild one, and that's just where coming out in the third quarter, Southeast Saline has really excelled this year. As last year, that they came out the third quarter just really dead. But it seems like whatever Flax has done in the halftime really put a spark in them to start the third quarter strong.
Luke and Jackson Gebhardt along with Brian Banks, Nakari Morical-Palmer, and Eli Sawyers. Here's Nakari for a long 3. That's no good. Luke Gebhardt comes soaring in, gets the rebound. Luke might have been a little too far underneath the basket and had his putback attempt blocked and taken away. Spencer Davidson now up the floor. Loose ball. It's going to be retained, though, by Nolan White, who soars in for 2. That's no good. And Nakari Morical-Palmer with the rebound. Boy, that was a wild 30 seconds. If we're in for that for the whole fourth quarter, look out. High screen, Brian Banks. Nakari can't use it, though. Minneapolis switches on defense.
He almost wished Bryant would have just dropped down to the lane. That would have been an easy layup for him.
Luke Gebhardt now driving to the left lane side, and he will be fouled by a Minneapolis defender.
Kobe Rice picks up his first personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Because of the fouls that Southeast of Saline has attained here. A little bit of foul trouble. Luke Gebhardt's getting some key minutes, and he's playing well. Just needed to get a couple baskets to go down. Nakari Morical-Palmer drives. He'll score a basket. It's a pretty move by Nakari, and that ties a career high. 49-44. Southeast of Saline leading by 5. Minneapolis with the basketball. Dribble drive handoffs going on all around the perimeter. Now they dump it in down low to Davidson. Back for a jumper from Vance. That's no good. Jackson Gebhardt with the rebound. Here comes Southeast of Saline the other way. We're a minute and a half into the final period. Minneapolis trying to get their 11th win of the season and move to 11-4. Southeast looking for their 10th win. Here's Morical-Palmer inside, outside to Gebhardt. Three-pointer on the way. High arcing shot is buried in the cup by Jackson Gebhardt. 15 points, and now a timeout called by Minneapolis. 52-44, 6:16 left to go. Southeast of Saline has just taken their biggest lead of the night on KINA.
A strong work ethic. Takes pride in a job well done. Sweats over the details. This is you. But to get an honest day's work, you need a response. You need a callback. You need a job. Contact Express Employment Professionals. We can help because we understand what it takes to get a job. It takes more than just online searches to land a job.
Get to know Express Employment Professionals by calling 825-4545.
Work hard, play hard. Good luck, Trojans, from Roselawn Memorial Park in Salina. To learn more, visit roselawsalina.com.
52-44, 6:16 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Coming out of the break, it's been all Southeast of Saline. They are on a 5-0 run to begin the quarter, and they've established their biggest lead of the night. Entering that fourth quarter, Jathan, you touched on it. It's money time sometimes when you start those quarters to capture that momentum. That's what Southeast has been able to do here so far.
And they are. They're starting out both these third and fourth quarters, starting out strong back with the starting 5 in the fourth quarter here with 6 minutes left, but this pressure defense is really causing fits here for the Lions as Coach John Darrow wanted to time out and talk to his players.
Here's a near turnover by Minneapolis. Now they're going to have a foul called.
It's going to be on Nakari Morical-Palmer's second personal foul. I remember that time, not to mark it.
Yeah.
Team foul number 6, so next will be in 1-1 situation.
Got thrown off a little early on that one, didn't we? I think that might have been the first or second foul of the night. Here's Minneapolis now trying to break pressure from Southeast of Saline. They're going to call a traveling violation on Minneapolis running up the floor. I didn't see that either.
I saw that one because he took 2 steps coming as he caught it, and then he laid it back down at the 3-point line.
Okay.
I called it. I might have blinked, but I called it.
Camden Spano under with it. 6 minutes left to go. Little high switching of the screen there with the Minneapolis defense. See how interested Southeast is here in keeping this momentum going as they are spreading the floor with Jackson Gebhardt inside to Nakari Morical-Palmer. Nakari now out to Spano Lund. It was deflected, but Camden able to keep it. Lob pass at the rim. Eli Sawyer scores again. Boy, this team shares the basketball so darn well. And that lob from Nakari just led Eli Sawyers in his 17th and 18th points. Here's Bryant Banks diving on the floor again. Spencer Davidson inside, lost the basketball. Now he'll play it out for a three-pointer from Trent Meckel. That one hits the bottom of the rim somehow, but it's put back up and in by Brody Vance.
Southeast moves without the ball so well, and that's where they just expect it to go to the open spot, and that's where they're going to put it at.
Jackson Gebhardt fakes a three-pointer on the right wing. Now he gets into the paint. Had his arm hacked there. We could see that from where we were at. Vance with the rebound, and they're going to call a foul on Bryant Banks.
Kind of just a questionable call as Bryant had the arm. They both of them had the arm, but just because Vance went down, they're going to get a foul called on Bryant Banks, who picked up his second personal foul, and now they are in the 1-on-1 situation.
Brody Vance to the free throw line. This Minneapolis team from the free throw line, 54% on the season. First free throw at the front end of the 1-on-1 here. Vance got it to go. So far in this game, they are much better than 54%. They are 5 out of 7. Bryson Flax continues to discuss that last series of calls. Second free throw on the way, also good. 6 points for Brody Vance. 54-48 is our score. 5:06 left to play in this one.
Really entertaining 5 minutes here on this fourth quarter.
Brody Vance comes out of the game. He's the only Lion to score here in the fourth quarter. Scored the first 4 points for Minneapolis and has got on a little 4-0 run himself. He's cut into this Southeast of Saline 10-point lead. Now it's 6. 4:53 left to play. 54-48. High post entry, Nakari Miracle-Palmer. Now a lob to the rim for Eli Sawyers. Sawyers had it in his possession, then bobbles, has to get it from underneath the basket, puts it up looking over his shoulder at the rim as he's buried underneath the basket and is fouled. 2 free throws coming up for Sawyers.
Fouls on Mr. Smith, his 3rd personal foul. Sawyers at the line to shoot 2.
His rim awareness and some things that he does is pretty incredible, you know it?
It is how he just kept that ball from not getting blocked, but at least getting the foul and using that rim and the backboard as a shield so he can at least get a chance for it.
And the ability of knowing where he's at without looking where he's at, if that makes sense. 2 free throws up and in for Eli Sawyers. He has 20. 56-48, back to an 8-point lead. Still a long ways left to go here in this one. Remember, when these two played at Southeast of Saline, this game came down to the buzzer when Minneapolis missed a 3-pointer from long range to tie the game. And Southeast of Saline got out of there with a victory. That was back on January 8th. Here's a 3-pointer on the pull-up by Nolan White. That's no good, but Minneapolis gets their own rebound. Here's a drive now by Meckel and a leaner that rolls over the front of the rim and in. Half a dozen points for Trent Meckel. We are halfway through the fourth quarter. 4:04 left to play. Gebhardt brings it across the timeline. Jackson will call a timeout as Bryson Flax wants a full. Exactly halfway through the fourth with 4 minutes left to go. Southeast of Saline leads 56-50. Trojan basketball brought to you by Saline Surgical Hospital.
Congratulations, you're having a little girl.
At that moment, everything changed. Our hopes and dreams for ourselves were instantly replaced by our hopes and dreams for her. We got life insurance policies from Shelter Insurance, so that regardless of what life throws at us, we'll still be able to provide the world to her.
Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
See Kelly Kitchener today for a free personal protection review. When everything changes for you, visit Shelter Agent Kelly Kitchener.
At Commercial Tire Centers, we know you have many places to be and lots of things to see. Your tires are everything, and we are here to serve you. From the smallest lawnmower tire to passenger tires, farm tires, and the largest truck and commercial tires, call Commercial Tire. Oil changes, suspension service, alignment, too many things to mention. The trusted tire experts are at Commercial Tire Center.
Commercial Tire Centers, where service is everything.
This is Trojan basketball on KINA.
Tries to get it in down low to Nakari Miracle-Palmer, but Mr. Smith slaps it out of bounds for Minneapolis on defense. Southeast will keep it along their own baseline. Camden Spano 1. A pass to Banks. Back to Cam. For 3! And he shreds the net again. Camden has been saddled with foul trouble most of the night, but that is his second 3-pointer. He has 7.
When his shots go up, they make sure got to count, especially when he's in foul trouble early on.
And now a traveling violation called again on Nolan White. That's the 3rd traveling violation they have ticketed him with in this game. Turnover number 8. Here in this second half for Minneapolis. 3:29 left to go. Break this game down in the fourth quarter, 30 seconds at a time. Southeast definitely won that last half minute. They lead by 9. Sawyers with the basketball, way out up high. Banks with it, bullet pass down low. Spano Lund with a reverse. He didn't even look at the basket. He looked over his shoulder and just flipped it up off the window.
Going to get a foul on Jackson Gebhardt, reaching in and poking the ball. Almost got the steal. He's trying to talk to the other referee who did make the call and make friends with everybody, of course. Always makes somebody smile or laugh.
He's making the official on the other side crack up right about now. I wonder if he's seen Jackson Gebhardt's ball fake offense. It's pretty good.
Remember the 3-way?
Yeah, pretty good. It's pretty good. 1-1 at the free throw line here for Minneapolis. Front end is up and in. Trenton Meckel, 2 of 3 from the free throw line in this game. He has 7 points.
It's only Jackson's second personal foul, so doing a nice job on offensive side and keeping his fouls limited here in this game.
And really, Southeast as a team has spread those out. There's a bunch of guys with 2, Spinalund with 3, but nobody has 4. Second free throw misses for Minneapolis. Eli Sawyers with the rebound. Off to Nakari Morikel-Palmer. Nakari brings it up the right-hand side and is fouled from behind by Trent Meckel. Boy, Meckel didn't even try to get the ball. He just reached out and hacked him. He might have did that because there's some fouls to give here for Minneapolis.
Yeah, it was like a little kidney shot.
Yeah, that was just their 5th team foul. So they need to commit a couple of more if they're going to force Southeast to go to the free throw line. Bryant Banks with it. Up top. Nobody really coming out to check Bryant. He's going to play it over to Spinalund. Now to Eli Sawyers. Sawyers, ball above his head. Handoff to Nakari Morikel-Palmer. Nakari tests the waters along the baseline. Nothing there. Now he plays it back up to Sawyers. 2:40 left to go, and a blocking foul will be called on Minneapolis, their 6th team foul. Southeast will inbound on their own baseline underneath the basket.
Fouls on Mr. Smith, his 4th personal foul. Brings in Brody Vance off the bench.
Smith is the first player in this game on either squad to get 4. Nobody has fouled out yet. Quick pass off the inbounds into Banks, and look at him muscle that shot up. That's the first field goal of the night for Bryant Banks, and it's the best one of the night. Boy, he had a guy hanging all over him, and he was able to double clutch that and move the ball around and somehow get it up and in the cup. Now a block by Sawyers on the other end. Here comes Eli leading a 3-on-2 break. Sawyers stops at the elbow. A little hesitation, left his layup long, and it comes down in a rebound for Minneapolis. Spencer Davidson has it. 2:12 left to play. Trent Meckel nearly lost the basketball, but then he picks it up, drives to the hole, and scores. That was a 4-0 swing right there for Minneapolis where Southeast didn't score. And then they came down, Minneapolis got a layup, and our score still remains a 10-point Southeast of Saline lead. 63-53, 2:08 left to go. We'll keep it right here. It's just a 30-second timeout. And remind you that the high school basketball scoreboard show comes your way every Friday night from 10 until 11 o'clock right here on KINA. Scores and game wraps from across the state of Kansas. And I'm sure tomorrow you will hear scores and game wraps from tonight and tomorrow on that full hour, 10 until 11 o'clock. It's brought to you by Home Automotive Centers in Abilene and Salina, and also Salina Surgical Hospital. Need a car right now. I may or may not have been searching the interwebs today.
Yeah?
There's some really nice 2020s right now at Home Automotive Centers that are priced right.
Priced right?
Yeah.
Does that have electric start?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was one of the main features. The official puts the ball on the ground. So he didn't figure Southeast was coming out of the huddle timely enough. Nakari picks it up, plays it to Jackson Gebhardt. Here we go back running the other way. 2 minutes left to play. It's a 10-point lead for Southeast to protect here in the last 120 seconds. Spinalund with it up top. Shakes the defender, now plays it to Brian Banks. Over to the left, Sawyers. Nakari Morikel-Palmer now along the baseline. Flips it out, and it's going to be turned over. 4th turnover of the half for Southeast. That's just the first one, though, of this 4th quarter. Here's a long three-pointer that's put up. That's no good by Trent Meckel. Sawyers yet another rebound. I'll be curious to see rebounding stats of this game because Sawyers and Morikel-Palmer, they're not going to be able to get all their rebounds on the bus. Here's Brian Banks. He misses one in the paint. Flips it out to Spinalund. His three-pointer no good. Nakari with the offensive rebound. He goes back, and another reverse layup. Southeast has to be leading the state in reverse layups tonight.
That's just incredible. I mean, using that rim to block that shot from the defender from blocking the shot, and that foul is going to be on. And Nolan White, his 2nd personal foul, but just great awareness there by Nakari as he has that and one opportunity.
Nakari already had a new career high, or is tied a career high. That gives him a new career high. Free throw comes up short off the front of the rim. 17 points tonight for Nakari Morikel-Palmer. And now a pass that goes back to the middle of the floor to Riker Nelson, broke up by Spinalund. 73 seconds left to play.
Save the cheerleaders over there, Jackson.
Substitute to the table quickly. It's Brody Vance. Spencer Davidson set to inbound. This Minneapolis team, they're never out of it because they are such deadly three-point shooters. But here's a drive to the basket by Nolan White that goes off the back of the rim and in. 16 points now for Nolan White, and a timeout called by Minneapolis. We'll take it as well. 68 seconds left to go. It's a minute 8 and a 10-point lead for Southeast of Saline. It's a full timeout. We'll take it right here on KINA.
PRP, or platelet-rich plasma injection therapy, has received quite a bit of attention since its use by many professional athletes. Professional football players like Peyton Manning and Jamal Charles have used PRP therapy for sports injuries and to avoid surgery. But you don't have to be a world-class athlete with millions of dollars for this cutting-edge therapy. PRP is available to you in the Saline Pain Clinic. Call the doctors for a consultation and see if this treatment is right for you. See them at 200 South 5th in the Saline Surgical Arts Center.
When termites strike your home or business, you want to fight back with the best. Hasman Termite and Pest Control to the rescue. With over 57 years experience, they offer the best of options, including the new BASF High Precision Injection Treatment. Don't let termites get you down. With one phone call to Hasman's, they can put one in the win column for you. Call Hasman Termite and Pest Control today or visit HasmanTermite.com and follow them on Facebook.
You're listening to Southeast of Saline Hoops on KINA.
10-point lead here for Southeast of Saline. 68 seconds left to go. Devin Haney, Jathan Show. Of course, Big Sam Pretty back at Studio Central. Pushing all the buttons, keeping us on the air. And Camden Spanel just committed one of the Cardinals' sins of breaking a press, and that was throwing the basketball back underneath the opponent's basket, and it goes out of bounds. It's a turnover for Southeast of Saline. And now Minneapolis will have it inbounding underneath their own hoop.
Unfortunately there, he just tried to get it back to Eli Sawyers quickly, so it was too low for him to retrieve it.
Here's another pull-up in the lane. Nolan White scored the last one before the timeout. He scores this one as well. And now a foul will be called that will send Jackson Gebhardt to the free throw line. Jackson so far in this game, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. He has 15 points. He will have a 1-and-1 waiting on him here as we go to the other side.
That foul is going on Nolan White, his third personal foul.
57.2 seconds left to play. Minneapolis has 1 timeout remaining. Coach Flax and Southeast of Saline have 2. Both teams now have 8 team fouls. The possession arrow in favor of the Lions. 1-and-1 for Jackson Gebhardt. And it trickles off to the right-hand side. No good. Minneapolis now with the rebound. Got to cover the shooters up. White pitches it out on the other side for a shot that's up, no good. That was from three-point land from Watson. And now Bryant Banks with a rebound will go the other way. Banks with a beautiful pass to the official, landed right in his hands.
I missed it.
Yeah.
Still in the 1-on-1 situation. That last foul went on Trent Meckel, his second personal foul.
So the 9th team foul on Minneapolis. Banks to the free throw line. Hasn't shot one tonight. Front end of the 1-and-1. Splashes at home. He's played such a good game. Although the points aren't there, boy, he has really kept Spencer Davidson in check. And I say that there was a little flurry there where Spencer had 6 in the third quarter. But he has 11 right now, and usually he's the main guy on the other team.
Yeah, those big bodies that Bryant Banks matches up with Spencer Davidson so well.
Here's Meckel dialing it up from about 5 feet behind the three-point line, and that's an air ball. Goes out of bounds. Southeast of Saline will take over, leading by 9. 35 seconds left to go. Southeast looking for their 10th win of the season. And this would also be a 3-game winning streak for the Trojans. They get it into Camden Spanel Lund. 31 seconds left to go. Down to Jackson Gebhardt. Now back to Spanel Lund, who tried to nearly go around a defender real quick, but he will go to the free throw line, and this will be 2 shots coming up for Spanel Lund.
Yeah, Watson was coming up there to get him in the foul. He almost got juked out of his shoes from Camden, but now it'll be Watson's first personal foul.
Bryson Flax calls the whole crew over to talk to him. Nobody around the lane right now. He'll let Cam go to work by himself. First free throw is up and good. That puts Southeast back up by 10. Jackson Gebhardt runs all the way in from the little huddle with his coach just to grab Camden's hand and give him a high five.
That's what he does. He just.
Oh, man.
We'll miss that next year.
Yeah, we will. Camden with 2 free throws.
Maybe
knocks them both down.
Maybe Luke will take over.
Camden on the season is a 17 of 19 from the free throw line.
Oh, wow.
I didn't want to touch on that before those, but there it is. There's a turnover. It goes the other way. Gebhardt now is going to be fouled by Spencer Davidson, and Jackson will go to the free throw line. The last turnover for Minneapolis was their 9th of the half, 15th for the game.
Davidson's first personal foul. Gebhardt at the line for Southeast to shoot 2 as well.
Jackson Gebhardt just missed the front end of a 1-and-1. He'll get 2 this time, though, on the double bonus. Free throw is up, and it's good. 16 points for Jackson Gebhardt. New career high tonight for Nakari Moracle-Palmer. Eli Sawyers with 20. It's been a spread-out effort tonight for these Trojans from Southeast. They get another deflection, and Eli Sawyers peels it down again. He was going to Gebhardt down the floor. And the foul's going to stop that one, which is an unfortunate thing because I think we might have seen something out of Jackson Gebhardt there.
Yeah.
You remember, was it a year ago or 2 years? I think it was last year he tried dunking in this gym. Remember that?
I don't believe so. I don't remember that one.
It's a 12-point lead for Southeast of Saline. It's been their biggest of the game. Eli Sawyer's a chance to extend that, and it goes off the front of the rim. There can be a complaint about this fourth quarter for Bryson Flax. I think it would be the free throw shooting. It hasn't been great.
Yeah, you got to close out a game. Thinking they're up by 12 right now.
Sawyers does get the second one to go, though. And again, Southeast of Saline is at 70 points. And this team has been a machine over the last few games. They score 74 against Beloit, and they give up a three-pointer there to Minneapolis at the buzzer, but it's not going to matter. 70-60, our score. Southeast of Saline is going to win this one here on the road against the Minneapolis Lions. The Lions now drop to 10-5 on the season. They're now 3-2 in league play, and Southeast of Saline goes to 10-6 on the season. They are 5-2 in league play. So Southeast not out of it yet as far as the NCAA standings go, with a 10-point victory and a season sweep of Minneapolis here on the road. 70-60, our final score. Southeast of Saline wins it. Back here on Postgame, brought to you by L&L Advisors. We'll have final numbers for you. A Vernon Jewelers Gym of the Game and a conversation with Bryson Flax. It's all coming up. Brought to you by L&L Advisors. 2 locations in Salina, 1 in McPherson, right here on KINA.
Are you looking for a local brokerage firm to help with your Medicare, life insurance, and annuities? L&L Advisors is the #1 local Medicare supplement and insurance specialist. Medicare can be confusing. Let the experts at L&L Advisors help make sense of it. Stop by one of 3 locations in Salina or McPherson and speak to an agent about the needs of your family. L&L Advisors, main office at 717 Roach, right off Crawford, and their second location in the Central Mall in Salina, and a new location in McPherson, based on honesty and trust. Contact L&L Advisors today.
Vernon Jewelers in downtown Salina has just received a new line of silver designer pieces to the store, and they invite you to stop by and take a look. Vernon Jewelers is also buying silver, gold, and platinum. They'll be happy to inspect your pieces with a full appraisal of value. Specials every day with Vernon's on Facebook, and custom Chiefs pendants available along with custom engraving. Vernon Jewelers, 123 North Santa Fe, downtown Salina, where it's the little things that matter since 1884.
One call will do it all. With Will, there's a way.
If you stand in front of your electrical panel and you see the old type screw-in fuses or breakers that haven't even been made since the 1950s, maybe it's time you give Will Electric a call and let me come out and give you an estimate to update your electrical service.